Jeopardy for sluts. I said the Golden Globes are on last night, and Tom goes, "What's that?"
Oh,
Tom. I said, "It's an award show," and he goes, "I hate award shows."
All right. Well, that would have filled a couple minutes, but
no, sorry, couldn't care less. What the money and the free poontang isn't enough? Organ also.
Is it really fun?
I know, that's what I was thinking too.
Hey, welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning.
Isn't it the show they found out was totally corrupt?
Yes, and it's back in there.
There was an incident, a couple incidents last night, yeah. The MC took exception with a couple things.
Who I had never
Anybody
heard
get punched
of.
in the face?
Gerard Carmichael?
Yeah, how did I miss that guy?
He was in here.
I thought he was in here. Yeah, I remember
was?
him being
He's
in
great.
here.
Oh.
He's very good.
That's Christy. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold's here, dunking his tea bag.
Hi.
We prefer to call it teabagging.
There's Ace Cosby,
Hey.
Willie Griswold. I'm
Yep.
Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
He's steeping his tea.
Teabagging's much funnier.
He's in a mood today.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I get out of the car and he's walking toward me shaving. I'm like,
I hope an electric razor.
yes.
No, I had one of those big ones. I had a strop on his
As you know,
belt loop.
As you know, I'm no longer living in my own home, so I'm shaving in my car.
No,
shaving in the
don't let
parking
him.
lot.
He loves the electric shaver and shaving. He loves that.
So I go, did you forget something in your car? No, I'm going for coffee. Okay.
We have a break room here that has
Full
a
of
$6
coffee.
million coffee maker
Right.
that he's got to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know my philosophy on
I
coffee.
know.
Coffee's out there.
Go
I
ahead.
have never owned a coffee maker, never will. The coffee is out there. It's a reason to get up and embrace the world and go. I had a
I've
lovely
said
chat
this.
with the ladies at the Starbucks near here.
Did you?
The lovely.
Oh, so you went in, you didn't
Can't
drive
imagine.
through?
Yeah, I went to visit.
He doesn't
Deb
like
is a nice
drive-thrus.
lady.
He doesn't
I'm
like
impressed they know who Willie is.
Yeah, they were. I said, "Do you know what Willie usually gets?" And they knew his order. And then the one girl goes, "You're Willie's dad."
Oh.
I was very excited.
See, I go there, but I let them do their thing. I think they don't want to be bothered in the morning. They like a drive-through customer. They love a mobile order chick.
Absolutely.
Don't have to talk to them.
How do you
Here
don't
he
like
comes.
drive-thrus either?
No, he hates
Not,
drive-thrus.
not particularly.
No. Hey, he hates drive-thrus. He hates us.
Yes.
He hates laptops.
Yeah.
Can't function on a laptop.
Don't like crayons. I prefer
Crayons or cranes or however you say it. Doesn't
Crayons.
like any of that. The list of things that you hate. If we spent a day on that, it
That's
would
the
be
problem with most Americans. They're afraid to acknowledge what they can't stand.
I don't think that's the case.
I don't either.
I know you're not on social media.
I think they're pretty vocal about what they
See, that's
can't.
why social media is so successful.
And you complain about people reaching to be offended constantly, like, oh, they're not actually mad about that. But you're over here, mad as hell about crayons.
But he's actually mad about it.
Just saying, in my car, I keep the magic markers, whatever you call them, the washables.
Oh, the wash.
I have like 40 of them, so when the girls and I are at somewhere, they can draw. Crayons are just an inferior product.
On
What
the
did you do
upholstery?
when you were a kid? They didn't have magic markers back when we were kids.
But that's
You did not use crayons, did you?
stunting my artistic career.
Well, correct me if
Who
I'm wrong.
knows what you could have become?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't your family have an artist on staff? Didn't you go tell him, draw me a pretty picture?
Just
will you?
because I had
Arturo, draw me something.
Just because I had a nice portrait done of myself. Did you have a portrait done of you as a kid?
Yeah, that was big time there on Oak Street. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, when I reached.
Yeah, it's called a Polaroid.
When I 13. All
Ace, did your family have a little portrait of you done when you?
Closest to that is we had silhouettes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's nice.
What?
Yes, remember the silhouettes?
My family couldn't afford a caricature at Six Flags. You want a skateboard?
Now wait a minute. Did you continue this? Did you have oil paintings of all the kids? You have 7 of them somewhere? Or?
No, I did nice high-quality photographs of everybody.
Oh, so not the oil painting.
No,
That's interesting.
I did have some drawings.
Well, you have to cut corners somewhere, I guess.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
why not start with the children?
Yeah, man, but you want to have a nice artistic memory of your...
When did you have drawings done?
At various, I'll have to dig them up. I've got them somewhere. They're probably in your garage or Sam's. I don't know. Things got shuffled around. You know how this goes.
You know how my dad hates being around other people's stuff?
Yeah.
He gave me all the other people's stuff. It's all just sitting in my garage. I got rows of stuff.
Yeah, you do.
So
It's
it's
like an antique store.
Do you have all the newspapers you used to have?
No.
I got all the newspapers.
That's a lie.
I got all Sam's. I got a bunch of Sam's old
bedroom's
stuff.
full, right?
I've got couches.
Yep.
I'm just
None
going to
of that
start
stuff
giving.
is mine.
I'm going to do a weekly video where I
None
just
of
give my
that's-
dad's stuff away on the internet. You can come get it if you want, but if not,
here's
I'm giving
what
it
he
to the-
thinks when he says none of that stuff is mine. In his mind, he's declared it's not mine anymore. I gave it to Willie.
No, it's your sisters and other folks.
Okay, so next week I'm giving away my dad's ski bag, you guys. Could be a big fun win in there.
Hey,
you
it's
know?
a 4-car garage. You've got room for my ski bag.
What about the newspapers? Be honest. Are the
No,
newspapers there?
I don't get any. I get all my papers digitally now.
Now I get all the news. My grandma gives me her old newspapers.
Well, that's
What are you supposed to do with those?
I don't. I'm fine taking them. She's.
Well, in case you ever move, you need it.
I'm serious. I do have a stack of newspapers. I used to in my garage for when the kids would do certain messy art, and I would tape it to the dining room table so they couldn't.
Well, see, if you go to Costco and become a member, you can buy those big rolls. It's like a big roll of white paper and just roll it out and tape it on your. Oh, that's great.
But my point was going to be that the stack of newspapers I have, they're all from the aughts. So, I've digitized them. Well, isn't that what we're calling them?
I think.
Sure, yeah.
Can you give me some of those? I want to read about Britney Spears and Enron. Kind of just change my POV a little bit.
Coming up in sports.
Kirby Smart didn't really want to discuss the Georgia Bulldogs' chances for a three-peat yesterday, but
Already?
You know how we are. Of course, first time, second time. How about a three-peat, Kirby?
Have they released the college football poll for next year already?
Yeah, Georgia number 1. I think Michigan comes in at number 2. Ohio State number 3. Alabama.
Where are
I
these
think's in
people?
there.
Get a life.
What do you mean?
Let it breathe for
You
a
got to
while.
take a look at it and see and speculate. And
Are they going to have a big parade and stuff? Do they have a huge...
Sure.
Cool.
They've got to have a parade. Heck yeah, with clowns. And,
I love a parade.
I imagine professors at the University of Georgia are saying, you know what, just turn it in whenever, right this week, because I can't imagine the students are going to be going to class right now.
Man, no.
True enough.
Yes, but the hangovers are still lingering.
The only
Two
video I've seen of the celebration is a burning Christmas tree.
Nah.
They're jumping over it.
That does
All
sound
right.
fun.
Well, you celebrate victories the way you want to. And,
Wait a minute. They're burning the tree. Is the tree upright?
No.
Okay.
At the end of the shot, some idiot picks it up by the trunk and...
Well, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Idiot or hero?
That sounds like a new segment on the show. Idiot or hero? We had the two guys that set themselves on fire during an alleged arson attempt in Bakersfield. Idiots or heroes? We'll find out.
Bills defensive back safety Damar Hamlin described in good spirits, undergoing testing for a second day in that Buffalo hospital where he was flown yesterday. He did not drive. He flew.
2 days ago.
Whatever.
Well, some distinction between Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
It's going to be one of those days.
More sports coming up. I know when to get out.
Yeah.
Coming up, we have celestial news.
And we got an email about drop kicking.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
And we have some fascinating stuff in the news today, including something very rare, a fist fight on a chairlift at a ski resort.
Yes. How dare you?
Oh, I feel bad for the person in the middle.
Just a snowboarder trying to enjoy his day.
Guys, single riders, I thought we were...
I think top 5 places to hear "How dare you." One of the 5's got to be a ski resort. How dare you? What else?
I like a checkout line. I like a Target or a Walmart.
Yeah, but
how dare you?
Oh, wow.
How dare you? That's pretentious. Some pretentious language there. I think is "How dare you."
Yeah, I do like Chick's
Good day. I said
Chick's-
good day, sir.
Chick's observation when you're in line to pay for something and the person in front of you, as if they forgot, oh, I have to pay for this, all of a sudden
Oh my
searching
gosh,
their purse
what?
for Oh,
Well, let me get
Well,
my
I was so
checkbook.
busy talking to Enid that I.
Enid is such a good name.
Now, Enid, if you wanted to hear this show in beautiful, beautiful stereo, how would you do that? I would recommend
Or-
perhaps a Raycon earbuds.
If you wanted to work on the show and do sports and listen to something else on earbuds underneath your headphones, you would choose Raycons. That's the way I roll. A good pair of wireless earbuds are going to be even more indispensable in 2023. And Raycons, premium audio at the perfect price point. You've got to go with Raycons. Everyday earbuds, they look, feel, and sound better than ever. With optimized gel tips that fit every ear ever made, they will not budge. Raycons also get a load of these numbers: 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and they're priced just right. You get quality audio at around half the price of other premium audio brands. And, of course, they have 3 customizable sound profiles, and Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom.
You know you want them. Grab the Raycons, twice as good at half the price.
You need it.
Coming up, of course, it'll be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. And today,
Yes.
fascinating story about deal breakers in the world of dating.
Oh,
Some of them are really surprising. Things that would, in some cases, turn someone immediately off. I mean, the obvious ones, terrible breath.
Yeah, I was going to say odors.
Right.
Yeah, but some of them are really odd. Having too many shirt buttons undone?
Sure.
An instant deal breaker?
Sure.
I think so,
Shirts
yeah.
can be.
You know, the way Godwin walks around with his unbuttoned to his navel.
That's annoying even to me.
That's a turn off. See? He hates himself.
No, I can't even play with myself.
High on the list, sharing food on the first date.
Oh, it is a tad presumptuous, isn't it?
If you were on a date
If somebody offered you food or if you
So,
asked?
Josh, you're on a date with one of these ladies you're with, and she reaches over and perhaps takes a dollop of your pudding. What would happen?
Oh, dude, not the pudding.
Oh, that's sweet, sweet pudding.
He said pudding.
We'll find out what would happen in the future. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
And a good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Mark Allison. On the way, Jessica Alsman, Scorched Earth from the Bits and Pieces podcast, as well as comedian, relationship expert Allie Breen on the way, zooming her way in from New York City. Although we don't know for sure if she'll be in New York. She usually is, but Allie Breen can pop up anywhere. That's the beauty of the Zoom call. Sometimes she's in Georgia. She's been in California several times with friends of hers in the Hollywood area because she has friends in the Hollywood area that she can stay with in their little Hollywood bungalows. But Allie Breen, it doesn't matter where she Zooms in from. The important thing, she has your relationship letters on hand, and it's one of our favorite segments. Dear Allie, Tom likes to call it Sexy Time. All on the way on a Wednesday, January 11th. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Chickens may not be able to fly very far, but the price of eggs soaring. A lingering bird flu outbreak combined with soaring feed, fuel, and labor costs has led to U.S. egg prices more than doubling over the past year and hatched a lot of sticker shock on grocery aisles. The latest government data shows that the national average price for a dozen eggs hit $3.59 in November. It's putting stress on consumer budgets and the bottom line of food producers and restaurants that rely heavily on eggs as an ingredient. More than 43 million of the 58 million birds slaughtered over the past year to help control bird flu were egg-laying chickens. Even with the price increases, eggs remain relatively affordable compared to other proteins like chicken and beef. Well, you may be able to afford eggs if you hit the Mega Millions jackpot this Friday. It's now grown to an estimated $1.35 billion. That's with a B after the been 25 drawings over the last 3 months since the last time a player matched all 6 numbers and claimed the jackpot. The estimated $1.35 billion jackpot prize would only be distributed if the winner chooses an annuity paid out over 29 years. The cash option, the more popular option, if you will, for Friday night's drawing, ready? An estimated $707.9 million. Might have to go get myself a Mega Millions ticket. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
A man in Louisville, Kentucky has gone viral after creating a so-called Bean Club.
The Bean Club of Louisville?
Yes, he made a post in Louisville that read, quote, is anyone interested in meeting up at the walking bridge and eating some beans with me?
No, we're not, you fart freak.
Bean Club meets at 7 p.m. I'll try and bring enough beans to share.
Oh, Bean Club.
Bean there or Bean Square.
Oh.
I was in. At least he's got a sense of humor.
That's funnier than any Ace Cosby joke. What are you talking about?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Attention, Fergler shoppers. You need hardware, you need Fergler. That's right, Fergler's hardware store. Fergler's dares you to beat their prices on anything in the store. That's right, Crazy Ernie's lost his mind and everything must go. Ladders, lumber, nails, including the kitchen sink. Fergler's hardware store, where you make out like a burglar when you shop at Fergler's. Free popcorn Mondays, free coffee Fridays, free parking. It's Crazy Ernie's going out of business sale. Everything must go. Fergler's hardware store. If Fergler's doesn't have it, you don't Fergin need it.
Hi, I'm Ernie Fergler.
He's Ernie Fergler. If you don't come buy some stuff today, he'll kick your ass. Be there.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Good morning, sunshine.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Everyone. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Pat also today will be playing checkers down at the general store with that shirt he's got going on.
You come on in. We got specials. We got coupons.
Now. We got the midgies and the night crawlers and the dough balls. And my wife makes them.
I want to get those earthworms real tiny.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
And my favorite Raiders hat that he wears, black on black on black. Black on black on black on black, if you will.
Black on
There's Willie
black.
Griswold.
That's Don't Drag Me Into That.
More mocha.
What's that great song? Blue on Black?
Blue and black. Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Oh, that's a great song.
Noah Hunt.
It is.
No, that guy can.
He can sing.
It's very good.
Buy a guitar player. There's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Kenny Wayne is very good.
Yeah, he can play. We have a lot to get to today. For starters, coming up, we have huge turnoffs on first dates and deal breakers.
Okay.
How about opening a beer when I'm talking? How about that?
That's how the day is going to start.
All right.
Once again, some of these are just ridiculous. 16% of women say if the guy's wearing a tacky watch, she's out. Well, that's life in the shallow end.
That doesn't seem superficial at all.
What are we doing this now? Or are we?
No, I just wanted to give you a little teaser.
What if his father 50 years ago gave him that watch or whatever, and it's like a Timex whatever.
Maybe
it's a crap watch.
Well, I think you know the difference between an older antique-looking Timex
So
than a.
You're defending
this woman? Oh God!
Maybe
I like
it's like
a good watch.
Woody Allen's old joke. Oh, this watch is very special to me. It is. Yeah, on his deathbed, my grandfather sold me this watch.
That is.
That's how he checked his time on stage too. That bit.
That's one of the classics of all time.
I love that.
Yeah. He has so many. We have Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk. I did want to take this opportunity to congratulate Robert Hatton of Cincinnati. He's Robert Hatton. He won our pigskin pick'em. Last week, week 18, Robert is the winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max, and he'll be taking on Chick McGee. Are we doing the shoe-in Thursday or Friday?
Got me. I have no idea.
And you'll be picking all of the playoff games. And where do we stand in the season against the spread with the shoe-in of the week?
Let me look here.
You're above 500. I know that.
Hang on a second. I'm trying to find it. I got stuff over here. Hang on.
You'll find it.
I'm narrowing it down.
Is that parrot still there?
Hang on.
You got it over there.
Sorry, I brought it up.
Here we go. 40, 45, and 41.
So you're ahead of you're ahead of
See,
the
that
game.
didn't take long at all.
That was a beautiful performance.
I had it right here.
So Robert will be taking on Chick McGee. He has won himself the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max.
And double good news, I found my whistle.
Oh, good for you, buddy.
Tell me that's not morning radio comedy.
Triple good news, I found the Vaseline, so when I shove
I'm
that
gonna
whistle
shove it
up
up
there.
your ass.
I'm enjoying the show.
Dear fellows and Christy.
Yes.
That seems nice. I heard you guys talking about drop kicking footballs the other day.
Yes, I didn't know what it was.
The last official attempt, Doug Flutie for the Patriots made a field goal. It counted, drop kicking it back in 04, I think.
Once again, Christy, so the guy's got the ball.
Yeah.
He's on his feet. He drops the ball to the ground and kicks it sort of right as it hits.
Yeah, I honestly thought a drop kick was a punt. Like, that's how you, like,
Well, then there
hold
was
it,
one-
drop it, and kick it.
Makes sense.
People call it that.
There was one a couple weeks ago.
No, they never call a punt a drop kick.
No, guys, that's not what I mean.
I think that is.
If I were to hold a soccer
we're talking
ball-
about pucks, you can weigh in.
Christy's not wrong. If I were to hold a soccer ball and drop it and kick it before it hits the ground, people call that a drop kick.
That's what I thought it was.
People who don't speak English call it a drop kick.
You are in here this morning.
In the words of a certain someone in the movie Stalag 17.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it was 6 o'clock in Berlin.
Oh, wow.
You're drop kicking it.
I used to drop kick field goals from 30 yards in high school. I had a 90% accuracy rate. This is from Bill.
Man.
The problem was it was not very high.
Oh.
It didn't take off very high.
Chick, I have a question.
So it has to hit the ground for it to be a drop kick, and it wouldn't count as a field goal if you punted it.
There's a rule that you
can't
have
punt
to,
it through the
ball has to start on the ground.
Yeah, so you
I
can't
gotta
punt
look
it
this up.
through the uprights for 3 points.
No, you can't punt. No, you can't.
So it still gets snapped to you. You drop it and kick it for a field.
Doesn't necessarily.
I think you do have
You
to
have to
snap
have
it.
it
It has to
snapped to
start
you,
at the
right?
center.
Couldn't
I
the
think
quarterback get it, throw it to a guy to
think
the
so.
side, and he could drop kick it?
I don't
If
think,
he's kicking in
I
high
don't
school-
I don't think that's a play. Hang on. Pat has a question. Yes, Pat.
When you played in high school, did anybody do the drop kick in a game?
No.
Me neither.
I played in the mid-70s.
Yeah, me too.
Not in the mid-50s.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
We also had face masks.
Yeah, we did.
We had the whole thing. We had pads. We had a lot of leather, but still.
You had the spirit stick. You want to explain that?
The spirit stick. Our defensive coordinator had our colors were red and white. Red to match our necks, and he would put a piece of white athletic tape for each shutout victory that the defense would have, and we had 10 that year, I think, 9 or 10.
Wow.
And then, of course, he used it to hit you in the side of the helmet for possibly some second-string offensive, defensive tackles who were smart alecks on the team. Who wasn't the player might not have been paying attention. Telling a story about a Saturday Night Live skit he'd seen.
So would that
And then Belushi.
Whack!
Now, would that be permissible today?
Hitting a player in the side of the head with a piece of wood?
The guy's got a helmet on, big pussy. What's the matter with you?
I don't think so.
The drop kick, according to this,
Here we go.
was commonly used when the football's shape was much more rounded.
Yes.
After the ball changed shape in 1934,
Watch this.
it largely disappeared.
Watch this. Look this up. Pudge Hefflinger. Heffelfinger? Pudge Heffelfinger. He set the league on fire drop kicking.
Pudge.
Pudge Heffley's right here, yeah.
He's in the NFL. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Well, the Pudge sounds like a sex move.
Give her the Pudge.
Give her the old wrong hole Pudge.
He was born in
Really walking funny.
1867.
Yeah, she got the old wrong hole Pudge. She can't sit down for a week.
It's called the Pudge Factor.
Look at the way she's walking. Huh? She
Pudge
got
played
the Pudge last night.
he played for Yale.
Oh, sure.
On undefeated teams in 1888 and 1891.
Pudge.
Guessing probably a largely white team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Introduced the concept of the running or pulling guard to the game, the forerunner of modern blocking.
There you go.
There
See,
you go.
before they would just say, oh, go ahead. You know, exactly.
So the point is, Rob Hatton was our winner in
You didn't say it
Pigskin
right.
Pick'em. I'll take Rob Hatton picking against the Chick McGee. We'll get that coming up this week. And, of course, the Chickster, typically the end of the season is when he gets on fire.
Red pepper hot.
For you gamblers out there. So we'll get to that coming up.
This is from Dan. Dear Bob and Tom, while at work, my wife was discussing with her coworkers what astronauts in the 60s would eat in space. She could not think of the word astronaut. So instead, much like Tom, she blurted out, moon men. People like the way you talk, Tom.
Sometimes I can't think of the words, and I just
sometimes
describe the. There's a great book, by the way, that just came out about the 60s. If you're an astronaut fan, about the Mercury space program, I would highly recommend.
Could have done all that with dogs and monkeys. I'm telling you, we didn't have to.
It's called Mercury Rising. If you get a chance, it's a really cool book, and you will not believe the courage of guys like John Glenn and Alan Shepard, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of cool background stuff going on.
Would you go to another planet if that happened?
No.
You wouldn't?
Like Mars is now open. Colonization.
I'll give you an idea. Do you know the ride at Disney World? What is it called? Mission to Mars.
Mission Space.
We did that, yeah.
Where the thing comes down on you and you're cramped in there.
Yeah.
As soon as they put that thing down, I said, stop, and I had to get out. Too claustrophobic.
It is, actually.
Yeah, no, I could never get into the Mercury space capsule or any of that stuff.
No.
No thanks. No thanks, not for me. I admire those that can, though, certainly. Now, back in the world of sports, what do we have?
Georgia Football National Championship festivities back home will be at Sanford Stadium on Saturday, just like they did last year when the Bulldogs traveled from Pinecrest to South Lumpkin Street through the Tate Center parking lot.
You ever been to the intersection of Lumpkin and Blumpkin?
I knew this was coming. I almost said it myself.
A lot of portable toilets there.
This Saturday, gates open at noon. The parade starts at 12:30 with a dog walk. That's DAWG walk. Ugga will be there at 1 p.m. and a formal program starting at 2.
Blah, blah, blah.
The Bulldogs defeated
Stop. He's got to put his sugar in his coffee.
TCU. Oh, I thought I heard that. It was either that or we're having connection problems.
He also said blah, blah, blah.
Okay, they won, so what? Let's move on.
That's a slow news day. Did you hear? So he's telling you to hurry up.
I'm trying.
I know.
Isn't that your favorite thing? You get yelled at for stuff that he asks you to do.
Right.
My absolute favorite.
Really something. It's a feeling unlike any other.
There was just no news today, so we really have to stretch out the sports.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And then I want to talk about building a house on Mars. But nope, can't do it. Next.
And he just
Look,
I'm sorry. I was making a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
I'm sorry. Look, I can't get subcontractors in the United States where I am right now. I'm sure I can't get anyone to put in my bathroom floor on Mars. Sorry.
Do you want me to make some calls for you? I know people.
We're fine. How are you? Just give me a break.
I got to put a.
Yeah, you guys are right. We should really give something.
I got to put a guy, what you're talking about. I don't want to get too specific because I think this is really going to happen. I need to get a guy on a bad list with some people. How can I do that? Can you talk to me off the air about how to do that?
What?
Anybody know any
you mean like
Better Business Bureau or something?
well,
you guys know how to do that?
Next Door, do you have that app?
I do, and it's the funniest.
It is so
Next
funny.
Door, if you haven't, if you spend some time, it's things going on in your neighborhood. Are you a member of Next Door?
No.
It's like, fellow neighbors, I woke up this morning and went into my driveway, and I'm not making any of this up. There was a piece of cheese on my windshield. Now, let me tell you something. If we've reached a point in our society where it's okay to put cheese on people's windshields.
Wow. My favorite is, there are sirens going, there are all these police cars. What's going on? None of your damn business.
So is this based on your zip code?
Yeah, you sign up and you tell them where you live.
Isn't it in the top 5 apps?
Oh, it's
in
crazy.
The country?
Yeah.
Crazy popular.
Very popular.
And they use it like I'm selling a couch. Does anybody want, or I'm giving it away. Does anybody want? Does anybody know about a good contract to put a bathroom
or
in?
a bad contractor, or if somebody did some work that
I
you
just
don't
found
like.
this dog. Whose is this?
Yeah.
God, I wish I'd known about that a month ago.
Why?
Why is that? Oh, you'd have a field day.
Oh, I was giving away a bunch of stuff, and I got it done. But I mean, it would have.
Oh, thanks for that table you gave me a couple years ago. You told me, gave me the heads up on that.
Got a couch out there.
Never even got to look at it. I'm sure.
Well, I really wanted a golf cart. Never even got an opportunity to even.
You want a table?
Yeah, I'll buy that.
I love a table.
Come on by today. I got a table.
Done.
Did you sell Willie's bed? That really great bed?
Donated it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Gave it away.
Sitting right here.
Yeah.
Huh?
Donated it.
Well, Pat, it was a loft bed that was 9 feet off the ground.
Oh, never mind.
It would have.
I am not that.
It would have. It would have been like sandwiching it in between you and the ceiling.
Gotcha.
It was a very specific.
He has
bed.
enough trouble with beds that are a foot off the ground.
That's right.
You'd fall off that, you'd break
Hey,
your
can
neck.
we hear that song about you and the bed and
the CPAP machine and
the night terror? And
Now, by the way, there's a rumor that Pat is about to be getting a special device that will be allowing you to eliminate the CPAP machine.
Yeah.
We'll be
I say the
hearing
name
about
of it,
that
or-
coming up. Not yet. We'll wait till you try it.
Okay.
I was watching this drop kick that Doug Flutie did, and they did long snap that thing. I mean, it really, like, even longer than a regular punt would be. That's an amazing thing.
Was that with that play? Were they assuming it was going to be a regular pass play? Is that what happened?
They must have.
I don't know.
But he was lined up, I mean, way back.
And I want to say that Chris Berman asked him to try to do that in a game because Flutie had always been some guys are great at drop kicking the football, and evidently Flutie was. So
okay, well, I'm sorry. Now, Pat, this song is about
4 minutes long.
Your life. We get the
Ace turn up.
It's been on.
It's been on. Just trying to keep the peace here. Just trying to help. Keep Ace and Pat away from
give me the
each other.
background on
Just
this song,
trying.
Pat.
Say it again.
The background on this particular piece.
Oh my gosh, back surgery caused me to have ice packs in there. I have a CPAP machine. I fell out of bed because I have sleep paralysis. Rolled out of bed terrified one night and banged my right eye. So Mark gave me the side rail. That was his baby's side rail years ago. And so I have that, the CPAP. So going on dates, bringing someone back to the boudoir is problematic. Lay across my modified bed. The side rail's there because I fell out of bed waking up from what's called sleep paralysis, and I busted my right eye. That was bad. Why won't you stay? Is it the CPAP I have on my head? I have sleep apnea, and the CPAP forces air in my lungs, allowing me to sleep better and longer. Lots of people have them. Whatever image you have in your mind, I'm guessing it wasn't the nursing home kind. Stay, lady, stay. Oh, the heating pad is for my back. I had a spinal fusion a year ago. They put 7 rods and screws in there between the L5 and S1. You know, it's why shy away? Is it the pill bottles and my cold ice pack? The ice reduces the inflammation. I also take medication for nerve pain called Lyrica, which can make me impotent from time to time. I take a Cialis and let the loving begin. Oh, it may only last a minute or two. And then these sharp bolts of pain go shooting through my legs and feet, and the small of my back spasms, and I have to stop making love immediately. Run, lady, run. Why does this happen every time? Where you going? I'll call you tomorrow.
That's okay. Don't bother.
A kind of a deal breaker for the ladies, huh?
Boy, is it ever.
Yeah, this is the CPAP machine. We have received letters from people who find the CPAP machine somewhat sexy. I guess it makes a kind of whack-a-da-whack-a-da-whack-a-da sound. And,
takes all kinds. It's pocket-a-pocket-a-pocket-a.
Pocket-a-pocket.
Not whack-a-da-whack-a-da-whack-a-da.
Well, if you're by yourself, it's whack-a-da-whack-a-da.
Hey, if you're by yourself in your compound and you want a nice home that's safe, secure, and what do you have? Peace of mind. Check in with our buddies at Simply Safe. You know, burglaries and package thefts spike over the winter. That's why now is the best time to secure your home with award-winning home security. It's Simply Safe, named the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News and World Report for the third year in a row. Emergency, 24/7 professional monitoring agents use Fast Protect technology exclusively from Simply Safe to capture critical evidence and verify that the threat is real. You get faster police dispatch. Whole home security with Simply Safe. Advanced sensors for every room, of course, window and door. HD security cameras inside and out. Smarter ways to detect motion that alert you only when a threat is real. Top-rated Simply Safe app stays in complete control of your system on your smartphone anytime, anywhere. You can arm, disarm, unlock for guests, see who's putting a package on your front porch or who might be taking it off. Access your cameras or adjust system settings with your Simply Safe app, all for less than $1 a day. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Go today. Claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. And, of course, this is the do-it-yourself home security system we've told you about. SimplySafeTom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we have dating deal breakers, a fisticuffs on a chairlift at a ski resort, and are those human remains?
Worst buffet ever.
And a great world record involving flying sausages. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free.
Hey there, Bob and Tom Show family. Become a VIP member today. Go to bobandtom.com/VIP. You'll be able to watch the live stream of the morning show at your convenience anytime you want. That's right. No commercials. You get to see what the gang is doing during a commercial break. Usually Tom doing something weird or chick eye-rolling Tom. Plus, you're going to be able to download podcasts, our catalog, other audio bits without commercials. You can watch the show on your big TV at home if you have Apple TV or Roku. VIP members, oh, look at that. You can watch us in your living room or in bed. Don't be weird. Become a VIP today. Go to Bob
as well. So Robert wins the Big Green Egg Mini Max. We gave away 18 of them this season. So thanks a lot to the folks at the Big Green Egg and to all of you, our listeners, for trying to win, and 18 of you who did win. Chick's going to make the wild card playoff picks on Thursday, I believe, of this week, and he should be picking against Robert Hatton from Cincinnati, Ohio. A lot of fun, and we hope to do it all again next year right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. The Mega Millions prize has grown again to an estimated $1.35 billion after there was no winner of the lottery's latest giant jackpot. Numbers drawn late last night, 7, 13, 14, 15, 18, and the gold mega ball was 9. The prize for the next drawing Friday night, the second highest in the game's history. And the newly restored remains of an opulent ancient house in Pompeii offers visitors an exceptional peek at details of domestic life in the doomed Roman city. The House of Vetti was formally unveiled after 20 years of restoration, giving fresh life were frescoes from the latest fashion in Pompeii wall decorations. Before the flourishing city was buried under that volcanic ash, the restoration of the home is another sign of rebirth for Pompeii, which followed decades of modern bureaucratic neglect, flooding, and pillaging by thieves in search of artifacts to sell. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Time now for Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
The 1972 Miami Dolphins became the first NFL team to go undefeated for all of their regular and postseason games. Most analysts agree that their marvelous no-name defense was the key to their brilliant performance. But perhaps no other defense in the NFL compares to the one seen in 1994 when O.J. Simpson faced double homicide charges in an L.A. courtroom. We salute you, Orenthal James Simpson, NFL Hall of Famer, accused murderer, and free American citizen.
This has been Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Rick Schrader. You're talking about your ex-wife.
She was not big on approval. This is what I'm getting at in a roundabout way. Make sure you find the right person before you get married, because the first time I got married, I looked and I thought I found that person who would tell me those 5 words every man longs to hear. Get off me, you're heavy. But, are you done yet? That's one of us should be enjoying this. Of course, my personal favorite, when you're inside me, I feel nothing. Yes,
when you're inside me, I feel nothing. I have
That's
to
a
write
direct
that down.
quote. That is a direct quote.
Oh, wow.
Because we're working up there. I'm trying. Boy, I got it in myself that time. I think I'm on a roll here. But women have such a hard time achieving orgasm. Maybe it's because you got a big, fat, sweaty guy on top of you. That would break my heart.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are 2 of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Boy, I want to be anywhere else.
I know. I feel you. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick, hang in there. Get involved.
There's Josh Arnold. Get involved.
Hi, everybody.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. There's Willie Griswold.
You know, the news lady on TV never says she wants to be anywhere else.
I have breaking news we need to talk about.
In defense, Christy was told to shut up and shuffle your paper.
That's right, I was.
I did not say shut up. I just implied.
There's... I'm Chick, and here's Tom. Christy, bulletin, go
The
ahead.
United States Federal Aviation Administration is suffering a nationwide technical outage. That means if you're waiting for a flight or about to get on a flight, you're going to be waiting a little longer. It's resulted in hundreds of delayed and canceled flights this morning. The FAA working to restore its notice to air missions system, which apparently alerts pilots and other personnel about airborne issues and other delays. And they're performing final validation checks and repopulating the system now, is the quote they just sent. So I'll keep you updated about it. Right now, you're going to have some flight delays.
Okay. Coming up, more news from the CES, formerly known as the Consumer Electronics Show, in the days when they wanted people to know what it was.
Oh, my gosh.
They've kind of run out of stuff there.
Well, yeah. What are they talking about now?
Really big TVs? How big TVs? How big?
No,
How big's the biggest?
VR?
It's just pathetic. Is it pronounced Baba or Boba Tea?
Boba.
A Boba Tea robot. I was holding my breath waiting for that one.
Oh, I love boba tea. Do you like boba tea, Willie?
Yeah, my little sister.
Yeah, my kids
Sally,
love it too.
She loves it. If you're kind of 15-year-old girl area.
Okay, and then how about this one? A machine.
Wait a minute. What is boba tea? You walk us through the most normal thing in the history of the
Let Willie explain.
The little kind of bubbles in it. I think it's rice pudding,
Yeah,
maybe.
they're like, they're like a little gift in your mouth. They have a big wide straw, so they.
Oh, tea.
Yes.
Boba tea. Oh, I thought you were like a Star Wars, Boba Fett.
I know. And then the other big thing at CES is a gadget to make nut milk.
That's nice.
Well, I can tell you how to make nut milk.
I mean, seriously, is anybody going, watch? Boy, I sure wish I could take these cashews and turn them into milk. They sell this crap at the store, okay? This is not, no, there was a time when CES had all these breakthroughs. The other one, and this is really pointless, a BMW that will change colors.
Yeah.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, if you're on the run.
Yeah, great. If you're robbing a bank.
Tired of robbing convenience stores and people getting an accurate
you don't want to get your car. Don't want to get your car repossessed.
The German car manufacturer's latest concept car can display up to 32 colors and allows you to customize your car digitally. It's not the only thing. The midsize sedan has a voice assistant, as well as physical and digital elements that allow the headlights to create facial expression and express moods such as joy, astonishment, and approval.
Yeah, astonishment is a Mack truck is about to crash into you. Hey, can you flip it to astonishment before we die?
Yeah, what? The headlights get wider?
Well, I hope they ask William Daniels to do the voice.
Oh, if they don't, what are they doing?
Kit from
Yes.
Knight Rider, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, Michael. What do you think?
It's a car. Drive a car.
I'm just saying, it just seems that CES has run out of the breakthrough stuff. What was it yesterday? A robot that was a strip club guard?
Well, that's actually happening.
I think you guys are just being a little ground. The changing color car, that's going to be hugely popular. People would love that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure. You can get a car, go, today I'll go with red, tomorrow I'll go with black. That's going to go.
Especially if you're having an
I'm really
affair.
surprised you two don't like
That's
it.
going to be.
I don't know. I was thinking perhaps we could attack something that would help, I don't know, disease and hunger in the world.
There are
rather
people
than
doing
the
that.
color of my BMW.
What about this? You're a rich guy. You're picking up your date. You see her come out the door. Hey, baby, I wanted my car to match your shoes.
Boom.
Bingo. You're in.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, plus I think most people would, if you want a red car, buy a red car. Then if you want a black car.
Oh, this is nothing I'm interested, but I can see the appeal.
Yeah.
And that's amazing technology.
Some sort of cloaking
Is there any
device.
practical use of this technology?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Style.
It's a concept. We'll see what happens.
Again, my whole larger point is I think CES really, they don't have any breakthrough interesting stuff going on. It's a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? There's no big digital revolution happening.
You know what? No one really knows what you're saying. We just sit here. It's okay.
Well, I'm sure it's probably too lofty an idea for you. It's practically a concept.
I do have trouble with concepts and big words.
Well, concept really applies to something like gravity, not.
Why don't they have cloaking devices for cars? They're totally invisible, sneaking around.
You know they're working on it.
Sure, there'd be a fender bender every now and then.
Officer, I didn't see him.
All of a sudden, a pedestrian would just go flying.
But they play hell catching you, I'll tell you that.
Okay, here we go. This is the CES. The Grow Up Brewer allows users to make nut milk at home in minutes.
Tom, there is an audience for this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
The guy that developed it, Luis Rapici, had a hard time finding his favorite almond milk during the pandemic shutdowns. Oh, thank God.
Hey, look, it's not
Children
for us.
starving everywhere. This guy's going to be able to make nut milk.
There are other people working on the starving children. Let these people have their thing. It's not that not everything equates that way.
And to be fair, you have created more starving children. I mean, you're pushing them out there. That's why you're so worried about it.
He's right.
Nut milk sounds like something created by a horny teenager.
Well, you want to squeeze. Not too hard.
Okay. Coming up in sports, I'm sorry, what have you going to
coming up in sports, we're going to have Carlos Correa just can't decide where he wants to play baseball. But
he keeps failing the physical.
But evidently he's going to stay in Minnesota now.
Maybe.
Well, we don't know, Tom, and you know less about it than anyone in this room, okay?
I know that. Is he related to Chick Corea?
Chris,
late great pianist.
Want to go to Bob Evans?
Yeah, I can't take it anymore. And Tom will have sports when we come back.
Coming up, we have the sausage catching record.
Stupid.
Really?
Stupid, awful. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to be a part of this.
Do they catch them in their hands?
Mouth.
No.
It's a sausage roll in the mouth. Jonathan Hollywood Hannon taught sausage rolls from several yards away.
These people, I thought it was some sort of...
Of course not.
That's several yards. It's like half of a football field.
Oh, I was just reading what you wrote, dickhead. Several yards away.
It's real.
Oh, it's real, Daddy.
Keep it up. Keep it coming.
Godwin sitting in his little booth, loving it.
Look at me. I'm Switzerland.
When we come back, we have dating deal breakers and a really cool Paul McCartney story.
Cool?
Yeah. Mecca.
It's almost tragic.
When we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. Stay.
So can we stop now? I'm also a pitcher. I can pitch. I've got what they call a rubber arm. I can throw right-handed for days. I can throw left-handed for days. A lot of people, I'm basically amphibious. So I've told coaches before, put me on the mound. The secret to pitching for me is I like to check the runner when there's nobody on base. Throws a hitter off. I swear to God it does. This is third base. I've been there before, but usually it was after proms, man. But I probably know more about the scoring position than anybody I know that. Basically, my knowledge of the game, I've been taught in different ways, but I've also invented things. I like to get my lead at third base backwards. That way the pitcher thinks there's nobody even here. It's a lot easier to steal home, and with my martial arts expertise, I've been trained at Discount Karate to scissor kick the catcher, and I could even break his karate artery if I had to. So there's no chance of a Pete Rose situation at home. I'll win it every time, especially if I got my Wolf shirt on.
Pieces podcast. We call her Scorched Earth. She'll be joining us in the 9 o'clock hour along with Allie Breen as she zooms in and discusses relationships from our Bob and Tom listeners. They send letters to Allie. She just reads them on the air, and then our cast and crew kind of give their 2 cents worth, which is always fun. Sometimes we like to call it breakup, but Dear Allie, also Tom likes to call it sexy time. We call it a lot of fun, and it's one of our most popular segments. I know I get the emails from listeners that want Tom to shut up so that Allie can read more letters. That's right, Allie Breen coming up later today. ALLIBREEN across all social media. If you'd like to get your relationship concerns to Allie, who knows, we could be talking about your relationship later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom sports update. Jimmy Butler's three-point play with 12.9 seconds left capped an NBA record performance by the Miami Heat and gave them a 112-111 victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder on Tuesday night. Butler's free throw made the Heat 40 for 40 from the foul line, breaking the 39 for 39 mark by Utah against Portland back on December 7th, 1982. Jimmy Butler, 23 for 23 from the free throw line, tying the second most makes without a miss in NBA history. Butler had 35 points for Miami, which had used only 8 players and was down to 7 when Dwayne Dedmon was ejected in the second quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 26 points for the Thunder. Josh Giddey had a triple-double, 18 points, 15 boards, and 10 assists. A person familiar with the negotiation says Carlos Correa has agreed to a $200 million, 6-year contract that keeps him with the Minnesota Twins after failing to complete deals with the New York Mets and San Francisco Giants. The deal for the All-Star shortstop subject to a successful physical. That's sort of been the hiccup in the other deals. Correa signed December 13th to a $350 million, 13-year contract with the Giants, who called off a news conference a week later over concerns with a right ankle injury. Then Correa agreed that night to a $315 million, 12-year deal with the Mets, who also had concerns about that same ankle. The agreement with the Twins could be worth $270 million over 10 seasons if Correa remains healthy, again, questioning that ankle. So there you have it. That's a look at your quick sports update. Philadelphia wins in the NBA, as well as Toronto, Miami, as we told you, Utah, Orlando, Phoenix, and the L.A. Clippers in the National Hockey League. Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, Seattle, New Jersey, Detroit, San Jose and Florida win in regulation. The Rangers, Dallas, and St. Louis all win in shootouts and overtime. And that is your sports update. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, padoom, padoom. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for great moments in NFL history.
The year was 1926. All-star fullback Ernie Nevers of Stanford. Nevers played in all but 29 minutes of the games. 3 years later, in 1929, Nevers scored all of the points for his team. This single game, 40 points scored by a single player, is still a record that stands today as the NFL's oldest. Nevers also holds a few lesser-known and unofficial records.
Oh, really?
Such as highest number of STDs treated in a single season. And the longest winning streak with road horse.
This has been great moments in NFL history.
Wow.
Wow. Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
Well, I woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, checkers.
Sitting around the pickle barrel playing checkers. You owe it to yourself to check out the YouTube video presentation to see Pat Godwin's shirt today.
It is cold in here.
There it is.
Cold in here, too. I don't...
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick, and now here's my buddy, Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much, Chick.
You're welcome, sir.
It's always nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Pat, once again, you are looking like you're about to go plant some corn. We do have some interesting farming news.
You look like Uncle Joe down at the junction, moving kind of slow at the junction.
You look nice.
Petticoat junction.
You look comfortable, ready for the chill in the air.
I don't know what it is. Your flannel looks more rural than Josh's flannel, and I don't know why.
I think it's the green, probably.
Is it the green?
Yeah.
I think it's the cap.
Oh, yeah, because he's got the trucker cap on.
He's got the trucker cap on. You look like...
These are available on the Bob and Tom website.
They are. This is very nice. Has the Bob and Tom logo on it.
Just send me your credit card information, and I'll take care of it.
That number on the back.
Now, coming up, we have...
Ace has something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ace.
Tom, you got a haircut yesterday?
I did indeed, yeah.
How long did it take?
Okay. How do you know he got a haircut? Every place that would be cut is covered right now.
Because he mentioned that he was
Christine.
He said Christine, and that we all know
we
she
listen.
cuts his hair.
Yeah, that's right, Ace. It's because when you talk, I don't listen, and then that kind of gloms over to everybody else because you talk so much.
I think it took about 20 minutes. I think.
Yeah,
Ace.
that's right.
How's it feel? Good.
Yeah, it feels nice.
All right, new man.
I feel like a new man. That's
trimmed up your
20 minutes.
All right.
Did she trim up your sideburns?
She did. Now, Ace, do you get?
Thanks for hiring, by the way, Ace Cosby. Go ahead.
Ace, in spite of the fact that you wear a cap all the time, you do indeed have a full head of hair.
Yes.
Am I correct in saying you cut it yourself?
Yeah.
Well, that would explain the hat.
Floby?
How do you do it? Yeah, do you have the Floby?
I have clippers and scissors and
a mirror.
And a mirror.
Yeah, he cuts it right there in the kitchen.
Would you like us to give you a spa day where you get a haircut and the cucumbers in the eyes, the whole thing?
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's do that. That's a good idea.
Okay, we should do that. And then
you're giving Ace a spa day. Is that what you're planning? Hey, Christy, how long you been here?
30-some years.
How many counting right now today, as of today,
yes.
How many spa days have you had on Tom?
None.
How many?
None.
None. Yeah. Now I have to think about it, but let me think. Yeah, none. That'd be my.
Jake, do you ever get this when he hasn't done something, but he asks you, "Hey, this person in my life, and it's the most random person in the whole. They really could use a thoughtful gift. What should I get for them?"
Yeah,
and you go, "Oh, you're going to bring me into the meeting now?"
Yeah.
You guys,
I don't get a thoughtful gift, but I can consult on the one you're giving.
Yeah. See, I look at it differently.
Yeah.
Everything I have is because of Tom. He may not gift me spa days, but I do have a house.
Well, I gave you a nice
this is the chicken
gift
and
for
the
Christmas,
egg thing,
and a delightful pie and a delightful pot pie. No, Ace hasn't.
Maybe you should be a little more scared of me, like you are Ace. Maybe then you give me a spa day.
Ace hasn't had a proper haircut, where they give you the shampoo and the whole thing.
I don't get the shampoo. I don't care for the shampoo.
You don't?
I don't either.
Walking around in my head.
What?
I don't want to mess around.
Oh,
with my
she
head.
does the greatest head massage. You're missing out.
Okay. A little awkward. Her husband is next door.
She's washing your hair.
Wouldn't you like to have a proper haircut, Ace?
He said, "Hell yeah."
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Could I consult with the barber?
Oh, boy.
Maybe do like an alfalfa, part up in the middle with a big thing sticking up in the back. They used to crack me up.
I thought you were going to say another character on that show.
Oh, you mean Buckwheat? Yeah, that's
no,
funny.
that's...
Way to go, Tom. And now we have an incident.
In some ways, The Little Rascals, revolutionary, one of the few integrated programs at the time.
Yes.
Give them credit for where credit is due. There were certain aspects of it that were less than...
Other than beating Petey the dog every movie 5 or 6 times.
Okay.
You want him to sit where he's supposed to, right?
So you sit here, you get a beating. You sit here, everything's fine.
Okay, well, let's move forward here. I think we have a lot to get to in the world of sports still.
Let's see. Dear Bob and Tom, is there a Tom Griswold dictionary? Yes, there is. And it's available online, I believe. If you look for Griswold Speak or Tom Speak, I think, or something like that.
There was what he called the shopping cart a box pusher. Was that what it was?
No, a big giant,
basket.
Oversized basket.
I couldn't think of the word.
Pushing basket.
There was
Pushing
the classic
basket.
air fryer, not the air fryer. It's the wind cooker.
I love that.
Wind cooker sounds like something from indigenous peoples.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Cooked by the wind.
We had the corn. Maize, we call it.
Oh, you're getting really...
Cooked with the wind cooker.
a three-dimensional character here.
I'm very nervous right now.
Yep. Sorry.
Well, there were the wind talkers. I think
we've been in this area.
It did.
Morning Chick and the Bob and Tom team. Tom is a spoiled brat. That is all. That's all it says.
Witless.
I have a letter as well.
All right, go ahead.
From our buddy Chris. It says, Dear Idiots and Christy, just listening to Tom saying he was claustrophobic. Does this mean he will never die as he would be too claustrophobic for his coffin?
I hope so.
We are doomed. Great show, guys. And this is from Chris in Penistone near Sheffield, UK area. Check. Do you know about Penistone?
I don't know about Penistone. I'd like to take a look at it, though.
It's spelled just the way you think it. Penistone.
Peniston.
I bet it's
Peniston. Yeah. I think it's... Thank you, Christy.
But they sure smelled it. Well, they may smell it.
What was that? What was that?
That's like
song?
kissing the Blarney Stone. Have you smelled the penis stone?
There you go.
I'm going to take you down to Penis Town.
There's
Funky Town.
Funky Town. Oh,
Funky
Remember
Town.
one of my favorite all-time British television shows, The Detectorists? You remember this?
Yes.
The guys with the metal detectors walk around and they look for things, and they made a TV series out of this. And it's really good.
Do they find anything?
Oh, you watch the show and find out. But they have a movie out now. It's very exciting.
Really?
Yes, I can't wait. I haven't watched it yet.
All right.
Guys in socks and sandals with metal detectors.
No, they
on
look
cold
like
beaches.
regular guys. The guy from Gareth, from the guy from, I don't forget his last name, from the British Office. And Toby Jones, the little guy.
Oh, he's great.
He's great.
Yeah.
They're the stars of the direct. And Diana Rigg's daughter's in it, too.
Okay.
Diana Rigg was in it as well, but then she died.
Yeah, what happened?
Let's see. Where was I? They're having a parade for the Georgia Bulldogs on Saturday. Tom takes exception with this. I'm not
it's
sure.
just so what? Of course they are. Next. What I'm supposed to do is stop and watch it on TV.
It probably will be on one of the ESPN Plus channels.
Great. That'll be exciting.
Don't worry, you don't have to watch it.
I won't.
Bill safety Damar Hamlin is described in good spirits, undergoing testing for a second day at Buffalo Hospital to determine Buffalo Hospital, won't you come out tonight, led to him going into cardiac arrest during a game last week, Monday night in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Everything looking up for him. And Hamlin says he plans to support young people through education and sports with almost $9 million he received on his GoFundMe donations that unexpectedly poured into his toy drive fundraiser after the incident in Cincinnati.
That's supposed to go to toys, not whatever he just said.
Let's not.
That's a lot of toys, John.
Yes, there's a lot of kids who want them. Oh, I can't stand it. He changed his mind?
Oh.
I don't think he's really had time to process this situation. I would suggest you move on.
I don't know what Josh is doing, but here's what I'm doing.
Stupid world record.
David Rush, and he's isn't he from Michigan, or do I just I find him irritating just like I do Michigan?
It's Idaho, right?
He's in Idaho.
Are you sure?
Boise, yeah, absolutely.
Boise.
I love that.
Remember the meeting about Boise?
It's Boise, not with a Z.
David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the farthest throw and catch of a sausage roll in the mouth.
Has he?
Jonathan Hollywood Hannon
sausage roll.
Tossed sausage rolls from several yards away.
Here we go. Got the video.
David ran around a field trying to catch the airborne treats in his mouth, much like a dog.
It is impressive.
So is it a sausage roll is like a link?
It's like a little hot dog.
Okay.
And he's on the field. He has to catch it in his mouth, and he catches one from 83 feet, 10 inches.
Nice throw by Hannon.
Yeah, this could be dangerous. I mean, couldn't you
aspirate that? Like,
get it stuck in your airway.
You can't. No. It's not dangerous. It's stupid.
Oh no, it's actually a roll around a sausage, like
It's
a
a
crescent
treat.
roll.
Yeah.
A pig in a blanket.
Oh, pig. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that miserable child.
I just want to play
That kid just kicked his dad in the shin. Did you see it?
Yeah.
He went up with the camera, and the kid got angry and kicked him.
You're not my real dad.
This is the distance record, by the way.
Yeah.
Opposed to the previous record held by Andy Dick at a bus station in suburban Dayton, Ohio. Different record.
I couldn't remember where he made the record finally, but it was there. Yeah.
It was at Yellow Springs. I forget where it was. Is that sports?
Yeah, that's sports.
Okay, you're welcome.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Am I going here, Christy?
Well, we're going to come back with some dating deal breakers, which are pretty amazing. The red flags come out early these days, it seems
I
like.
think my biggest dating deal breaker is when somebody says they're going to give money to a charity, but then they switch charities.
Yeah. What about the toy manufacturers who geared up production?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's
What about
that.
them?
How about another topic? We have a pigeon
Yep.
with a backpack
Full of.
Really?
Full of.
near a prison. We'll find out what was going on there.
Oh.
And we have one of those great stories about someone who had a painting masterpiece in their house they didn't know was a masterpiece.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And the good news is it was worth more than $300,000.
Okay.
The bad news is, by the time she found out about it, she was 90. Not much of a party there.
By the way, I'm being told that the system for the air traffic controllers, it's called the NOTAM system. It's short for Notify Airmen. It's been fixed.
Oh, good.
And they're going to try to get everything back up to speed as quickly as possible.
good. Well, that's some good news.
But it's evidently has been down since 4 a.m.
Okay, now, in other news, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We want you to be at your best. When you're at your best, of course, you can do great things, but sometimes we all get bogged down, get overwhelmed with all the stuff that's going on.
Yeah, maybe a coworker.
Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you. So this is kind of an interesting thing. BetterHelp has actually connected more than 3 million people with licensed therapists. It's convenient, secure, and accessible anywhere, 100% online. But it has the benefits of in-person therapy. And if you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. Once again, convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely online. You fill out a brief questionnaire, you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can change therapists at any time for no charge. So if you want a more empowered life, therapy through BetterHelp may be able to help you get there. And the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Visit them today at betterhelp.com/BT Show to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT Show. And by the way, you can do it on camera. You can do it with just audio. You can even do it with just texting. Whatever you want to do, they're going to work with you. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, we've got cows, we've got comets, we've got a fist fight and a chairlift, and a really interesting Paul McCartney near-death experience. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks so much for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Go over and look at Chick McGee's mug. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. I'm not quite sure why I said YouTube, but that's where you head, YouTube, and search the Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the show as it happens. Folks like to gather around the breakfast table before they head off to work or school and enjoy a little bit of the Bob and Tom Show right there in color on their big screen TV. Oh, there's Willie. There's Ace Cosby. There's Christy Lee. My gosh, it's Josh Arnold. And there is Tom Griswold. There's Chick McGee. They're all here. Pat Godwin there in the performance room with his guitar. It's a lot of fun to watch, and it's free right there on our YouTube channel. And again, you can watch anytime, even right now. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The Foo Fighters will play the Sonic Temple, Boston Calling, and Bonnaroo festivals, but it's unclear who will handle drum duties. Drummer Taylor Hawkins, of course, died last March while the Foo Fighters were on tour in Colombia. Sonic Temple is scheduled May 25th through the 28th in Columbus, Ohio. Boston Calling is set for Boston May 26th through the 28th. And, of course, Bonnaroo in Manchester, Tennessee will be June 15th through the 18th. John Namath leads the nominations for the Blues Music Awards. They will be handed out in Memphis, Tennessee on May 11th. Oh, and the Golden Globes returned last night. Steven Spielberg's autobiographical film, The Fabelmans, was named Best Movie at the awards. Austin Butler pulled an upset to win the award for actor in a drama for Elvis. Abbott Elementary was one of the big winners in the TV categories. We had Best Actor Kevin Costner for Yellowstone, and House of Dragon won Best TV Drama. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mhm.
Because they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you. Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're not helping the show where you're going. We don't want to go. You think that you're a cut-up. We wish that you would shut up, because you're not helping the show. You're not helping the show where you're going. We don't want to go. Your moment of enjoyment will lead to unemployment, because you're not helping the show. Don't you see, Chick McGee? Your career needs a plan B. You're not helping the show where you're going. We don't want to go. Bob and Tom are seething. It's time that you are leaving, because you're not helping the show. No, you're not helping the show.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The man in the studio with us is comedian Greg Hahn. Do you ever take your pants off on stage, Greg?
No.
Good call.
I used to do that on what's it called? Casual Friday, when I had a job. And then they kicked me out. They let me keep my seat. My chair.
Don't you have people giving you tours of offices and things?
I never liked the tourist chick.
No.
You know that.
No, I know.
They walk around the office. They throw in the little small talk. Oh, this is Janice. She's hard to keep up with. Yeah, she's hard to look at. Let's keep walking. She's making me sick. This is Larry. He's an original. You got that right. I've never seen a toupee with dandruff. Get me out of here. Hey, Larry, your pants waterproof? That shirt's a real pisser. Hey, how are you? I'm the new guy. Hey. Nice shoes. What'd you bowl? Hey, Larry, I'm the new guy. That's a great suit. Do they make it for men? Hey.
Vegetarians always want to force feed you their food, of course. I mean, the garden burger. The garden burger, it tastes just like a hamburger.
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
A garden burger is to hamburger what a post-op transvestite is to a woman. It looks something like it, but one whiff will tell you that's not tuna fish, it's cat food, and it's not fit for human consumption.
Hey, wait a minute.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
At the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Hey, man.
Now, coming up, we have celestial news.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
No kidding.
We do?
A comet is going to appear in the night sky for the first time in 50,000 years.
Really?
Coming up this month, and there's something very unusual about it. We'll tell you about that coming up.
It sings. Isn't that something?
It does not sing.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be awesome.
Rocket Man.
No, he sings the Star Trek.
It's very loud.
Nailed it.
Also, we have
nothing from you,
a Paul McCartney story. It's kind of interesting. Do you have that story, Christy?
Paul McCartney, yeah.
He was out with his daughter, right? His daughter's a filmmaker.
Yeah, she's making a movie
filmmaker.
about Abbey Road, this famous studio.
Yes.
Exactly right.
And they've revealed that Sir Paul nearly got run over while trying to recreate the iconic Abbey Road crossing scene.
That's the most Paul McCartney thing ever, right?
Yeah.
Mary
Was he on a moped?
Mary McCartney said that the incident occurred while filming her debut documentary feature, If These Walls Could Sing, which celebrates 90 years of the world-famous London recording studio, Abbey Road.
I wish her good luck with this. I hope she can find a place for this. Someone will distribute this for her, because I'm sure it's going to be a real uphill battle.
Tom, what's the name of her production company?
Every door flew open.
I don't want to see any more documentary filmmakers named Mary. Her last name's McCartney. Right this way.
This is really exciting, though. But the Abbey Road Studios. I mean, think about the Pink Floyd recorded there.
Sure.
The 53-year-old said, quote, as we were leaving the studio, I said, I'll film you on the crossing. He went over, and this car totally didn't stop for him.
Oh, my gosh.
The film does feature interviews with her dad, fellow Beatle Ringo star, Sir Elton John, Chic's Nile Rodgers, Pink Floyd's Roger Waters, and others, and is available to stream on Disney+. So you can check it out right now.
Should be great.
Oh, it's out now.
It would have been kind of interesting if it had been a Volkswagen.
Oh, right, 28 if.
28 if, remember?
What?
Yeah, remember the famous
80 if.
Paul
is dead.
No, but the Volkswagen on
His shoes are off.
on the cover of Abbey Road, and that's everyone gets their picture taken there.
Right.
That's sort of a famous to-do thing in London.
So you wouldn't do it, or haven't done it, or haven't wanted to do it?
I haven't done it, but
Yeah, I haven't done it. I saw it, but
So I have a follow-up. Do you think less of people who have done it?
no, it's fun.
Okay.
It's just this guy didn't
that's
stop.
nice.
Could have killed him. And you have a song, Pat?
The long and winding road.
Paul? Paul.
Yes, John. Is that you, John?
Oh, no. See, that makes you laugh, makes you think, and then makes you sad.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
It has everything.
Yeah. What other show did that this morning? Huh? All those emotions coming your way. Thank you, Pat. Have you been to the Abbey Road studio?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been to the studio?
Yeah, I have a picture with on that crosswalk, too. Yeah, that was fun.
All right.
Fun day.
Were you barefoot?
No.
Okay.
A lot of cars on that road.
Yeah, I didn't find a chance to.
Yeah,
Plus, I was alone. I wasn't going to ask a strange, hey, will you take?
I was alone. I took the road. I didn't know I'd find it.
They're classic. Now we turn to Christy Lee at the news desk. Have we missed anything?
A recent survey has found the most common date deal breakers.
Oh.
The survey found 65% of respondents ended a relationship over something that turned them off.
All right.
Number one.
Wait, like her saying no?
That is a turnoff, isn't it?
That's.
Smelling bad was named the top deal breaker among those polled.
I knew it would be odor. I knew it.
Followed by pretending to be more knowledgeable about something than they really are.
Well, I'm out.
After that, being rude to waiters or waitresses.
Yeah, that's a huge turnoff, I think.
Yeah.
Well, those morons should do better.
Wow, no wonder you're alone.
Living in a mess comes in at number 4. Boy, well, I guess this would not be your first date. You'd have to be into dating them for a while before you figured out
Like,
how
are they talking about a dirty house or a mental mess?
maybe both.
Okay.
Maybe one or the other. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I find littering extremely turn off.
Is there anybody who litters anymore?
Yes.
Out the window?
I saw it
I have
recently,
not
and it
seen
is
that.
astounding.
Really?
You just want to go up to him and go, "Are you serious?"
I have not seen that.
I don't want to
pulled into the grocery store. This guy was emptying his ashtray in the
I don't want to brag.
parking lot.
When I was in Boy Scouts, Weeblos, actually, yes. We put on a play. It was about littering, and I had one of the starring roles.
Oh, is that right?
I was Litter Bug Lou. That's right.
Oh, no.
And
isn't that the one Olivier originated?
They tried to get him, but he was busy. And I really belted it right up to the rafters. Let me tell you.
Bet.
I killed it.
So
I was the star of the entire presentation.
What are other turnoffs, Christy?
14% of men said they would break things off with someone who shared food on a first date. 16.
I don't understand what
Joey doesn't share food.
On a first date, that is kind of presumptuous. Some people don't like to share their food.
Yeah.
Hey, can I try your McNuggets?
I'm looking at Chick.
There was a point in my life where I had not met anyone yet that I would share food with. You're exactly right. Yes.
You share with me a lot.
I do not. Do I? That makes it sound like we like each other a lot.
Well, no, it doesn't. We share appetizers, then you and I go make love.
Hang on. Ace has something.
Well, there's a big difference between offering, hey, you want to try this? Or somebody just sticking their fork in your food.
Well, that's true.
There is a big difference.
Would you write
you
down,
think someone would just reach over and grab your...
It's happened to me.
Would you write down the word fork and say that Ace probably should stay away from that word real quick? Just write that down. Okay.
16% of women said wearing a tacky watch was a turnoff.
I see.
What do they mean? Is it like a watch that's like too expensive? Maybe they're trying to show off.
No, too cheap,
I don't know.
The other way, I
Anything
think.
Tacky is, yeah.
I mean, this is true. Flavor Flav had to have a reality show to find love.
What about a cheap car?
a lot of guys don't even wear watches anymore, do they?
Isn't cheap car on your list?
No, it's not on my list.
Christy.
It's
come
not.
on. Christy.
Dirty car?
Crap car?
If I
Have you
roll
seen
up...
what my boyfriend drives?
Yeah.
A 96 Jeep Grand Cherokee?
Nice.
What's the license?
Classic.
It's
I was
very
talking about
classic. It's very nice.
The little red car he has is what I was talking about.
Well, that's different.
Now let's...
Well, if you have that, you can't afford anything.
Christy,
but
what about a really dirty car?
A really dirty car.
Is on for you?
I don't care for that, no.
That would be a turn on.
What about
Yeah.
no car?
Well, it depends on where you live.
How about
In a major
the
city.
shoe leather express? How about that?
Hey, can you...
Come on, hurry up. We got to hit the bus. Come on.
I got a 2-for-1 bus pass.
Have you ever been on a date where the guy showed up in a motorcycle and you had to ride on the back?
No.
Would you have gotten on? I would think that would bother a lot of women because of the hair factor.
You have to wear a helmet. Yeah.
And
I would be
and the
more.
dying
I would be
factor.
more upset if they didn't offer me a helmet. Because I'm a big. If I'm on a motorcycle, I'm wearing a helmet. I don't care about my hair.
Now, other things that are big turnoffs. I'm looking at the list. Having dirty fingernails.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far.
Well, some
Breathing
guy-
heavy.
That's also kind of a manly thing, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Dirty fingernails?
Yeah.
It would depend on the nature of your job. I think.
Right.
If you're a doctor, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a gynecologist,
Yeah. DBS.
that's really disgusting.
I don't know why you keep getting urine infections.
This is interesting. Saying pet names like honey or baby.
On first date?
Not on a first date. This is just dating.
Oh.
Deal
Does that bother
breakers.
you, honey baby?
No, not really.
Does your man refer to you in a way that you would be comfortable discussing on the air?
No, he just he doesn't.
nicknames?
You like it?
I would be a big fan, though, from this point forward, using honey baby.
Honey baby?
At all
Hey,
times.
honey baby.
What does your
Hey,
boyfriend call you? Sugar walls?
Yeah, right.
Hot stuff.
Wasn't that Sheena Easton? Sheena Easton.
Sugar walls.
Sugar walls. Didn't
Not
Prince
wearing
write that for
socks
her?
with shoes.
What?
What? Yeah, why would
There's some shoes you.
That is, that grosses me out.
Well, you wear
Really?
no-shows.
Not with women. If women are wearing,
Yeah, but you wear
open-toed
no-shows. Don't you have no-show socks?
Yeah,
It looks like
but
you're-
there has to be something in
Yeah.
there, not
Why?
just. You wear shoes with no socks?
No, he loves that. And then he wonders why he has foot odor.
Yeah, that's just asking for foot odor.
So wait, you're raw dogging those Allbirds every day?
Well, not right now. It depends on the season.
Remember, he doesn't like socks in general. He cuts the top of his socks off because they're too confining.
Yep.
That's right.
Remember?
You remember this?
I told him he looks like an orphan in a play.
Yes.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
It's orphan chic. That's exactly what it is.
I do this, so I don't know. Maybe my relationship is doomed.
You queef on the
I
first
wear
date?
socks to bed. My feet freeze. I wear socks to bed.
So, wait, so someone's going to
Yeah, I
well,
can't.
I was about to take Pamela Anderson to bed. I said, socks out the door, bitch. I don't think so.
Yeah, I can't think of anything more disgusting. Maybe an old jersey and a pair of socks on Pamela Anderson. That'd be hideous.
Oh, that would be awful, wouldn't it? That would gross look.
Yeah.
Being too clingy is on the list up high, like number 7.
I better write that down.
Yeah, I bet.
My son loves you. No, he really does. He really does. Don't make him cry.
Pat asking for a joint checking account.
This one's interesting. 15% said they'd call it quits if somebody was obsessed with their astrological star signs. I get that one, but 14% surveyed said they would end a relationship with someone who clapped when a plane landed.
What?
It is weird.
I'm in that group.
I'm in that group.
No, you
too.
don't.
I am.
You clap when planes land?
No.
Oh, thank
I'm in the group of, this might be over.
We should have, we should be.
Would people do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hear it on almost every flight.
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah.
I've heard it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, it's kind of like you. It's a little bit more open than you touching the plane. Maybe that's the deal. Maybe they feel like
that's just a good luck thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever clapped at a movie?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
On occasion.
Do you do the Penn and Teller thing? When the title of the movie comes up in the dialogue of the movie, you
stand up and give a standing ovation. Yeah, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
The subject was Rosen.
I was trying to think you're not going to get one better than that.
Yeah, that's actually.
I don't know about you, but the subject was Rosen.
That's actually a line in that play.
Doing it in live theater is funny also.
Oh, God.
Well, he died the death of a salesman.
Sir, come with me, please. Please be very quiet. Just come with me.
Aren't you shocked that more plays aren't ruined?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, especially this
you know
day
how
and age.
easy it is to
Even period
ruin a
pieces like
live
that.
performance.
One cell phone.
Hey, you ever crap yourself? Just yelling that out to one of the actors. Tell us.
In a Shakespearean play. They can't even go off on you.
I hope the next time you're doing a stand-up show, some brave soul just asks if you ever crapped yourself.
Who goes there?
Well, now that's going to happen.
That will happen.
The Josh, I didn't crap myself tour. Be sure and ask me about it.
How will I answer?
How will you answer? Sorry.
First off, I'll answer with my mic on.
Dickhead.
Bravo.
I was blowing my nose. Other turnoffs.
Include having bad teeth, double texting. That means sending a second text if you don't get a response right away.
That's a thing.
Well, there are
Nuts.
some that have bad text response time. What's the limit? Like,
What if you're doing something and you're not by your phone?
I'm saying.
I don't have my phone with me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
because I'm busy.
What if you're driving?
Yeah.
Yeah, what if you're driving?
Yeah.
Well, talk to text. Return a text.
Not while you're driving.
Yes,
to text.
return a text.
Hey, Siri.
Swerve into oncoming traffic. Consideration.
More turnoffs. More
Talking
turnoffs.
too loudly.
Okay.
Chewing with your mouth open.
Tom.
No, I don't do that.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Griswold eating any meal at any time. as portrayed by Chick McGee. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's a lie.
Thank
It's
you.
when I'm here. Sometimes we have to eat quickly on the air.
That was your best performance since Litter Lou.
Litter Bug Lou.
So sorry.
Thank you. Please.
Willie, does he eat quickly in a restaurant?
Yeah, he always
yes,
eats.
yes.
When we were kids, he would just eat over the sink. He wouldn't even sit at the dinner table. He's a big sink
His
eater.
big thing for the longest time was he wanted to start a chain of restaurants where
For
guys
divorced guys.
eat over sinks.
And that ended up getting stolen by.
I don't think so.
Yeah, some TV show.
Steak month, me and him eating steak every night, literally all over the sink the whole time. He's on the left, I'm on the right.
It's great.
It was
You
fun.
didn't sit down at the table?
Nah, who needs a
Oh,
table?
you might talk and say something important. You
Might relax.
Tom, did you know that most kitchen sinks are filthier than a toilet?
Not mine. Oh, yeah, bleach, my friend.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah, I bathe in it.
They tested a bunch of people's sinks and they found more fecal material in the sink than they did in the toilets.
How is that even possible?
Yeah,
You're
how
supposed to
how
turn
is
the
it?
disposal on when you dump in your sink.
I think that's one of the problems.
Is it right there in the manual?
Consideration is what I'm talking about.
When you dump in the sink.
You pee in a sink.
Oversharing on social media is a big turnoff.
Yeah.
We talked about
We talked about what?
We talked about fingernails.
Oh, fingernails.
Referring themselves in the third person.
What? Big Willie G loves to refer to himself as a third person.
Yeah, that
And the
would be-
ladies love it when Big Willie G talks like
That would be rough. I can see that.
Dennis has, I'm sorry, David Dennis has written in.
Make up your mind.
You said saying things like honey or baby can be a turnoff to some.
Right.
Well, he says, I told my wife I call her honey so I don't get her name mixed up with my other girlfriend. So, a good move. Smart. Dee Dee?
Putting on a baby voice.
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
Hate that.
that would be rough.
Still living at home is a turnoff.
Joshy, look who's all angry and stiff.
Yes, that's right. You want to do something about it or talk to it like you're its nanny?
Here comes the airplane.
Look at the little puppet. Look at the little puppet, Joshy.
It doesn't bend that way, sweetie.
See, to me, you would be a baby voice doctor.
Little Joshy need a little haircut.
I bet you are. Yeah.
You are a baby voice
I am not at all.
Yes, you
ever.
are. You're a lot of sweetie baby. crap. I've heard you. Don't
Only
talk
to
me.
dogs.
No.
Dog
That's not
voice.
true.
I don't believe
Dogs,
that.
kids.
Have you ever messed up and called Kelly a big sweetie?
She's your baby.
She's a good girl.
Now you get in there and fix us dinner.
Yeah, now that's going to happen.
Go on. And by the way, good effort on ironing the shirt. Next time you can do gooder.
Do gooder.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Look at that list. It's so long.
I know. We have 40.
We have more turnoffs to come.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll find out what the big turnoffs are. We're going to talk with Allie Breen with a special early edition of Sexy Time. Oh. Look forward to that coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
I was just kind of curious if you'd done any straight sort of. And now this from ABC News. No?
I'd like to. BBC News in London. I'm Lakshmi Singh. Now a word from Haifa. James Pettigrew.
See, you can do it.
I could do it, sure.
Sounds a little sarcastic, but.
Yes, well, then to actually get all the words not all jumbly-wumbly, I think that's a problem. I'd have to have a constant script.
Yeah.
I think I'd have problems talking off the cuff intelligently about world issues.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're here.
Yes, exactly.
And now, the latest from Greece.
Yes,
With
yes.
Maria Bamford.
Na parangilo ng bugat sa megala para kalong. I'd like to order dessert with milk, please.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I could say say something in Hindi. Kihale kuta permilangi. Hello, dog. Goodbye.
That's what I got out of 4 years of Spanish.
Yeah.
Hola.
Dog, goodbye.
Oh, it's hi, Frank. Hello. Hola, Paco. Que tal? Yeah.
Very handy, very handy.
Yeah,
Do you speak a foreign language?
Well, I went to a meetup group where you're supposed to learn Spanish, but no one was a fluent speaker, so we ended up speaking sort of pretend Spanish, like, sí, no, ay, ay, ay. It's like, oh my God, I'm really good at pretend languages.
Yeah, it'd be great.
And don't forget about that Friends of the Bob and Tom Show tour with Greg Hahn, Dave Dyer, and Josh Arnold, the Meyer Theater in Green Bay, Wisconsin. One night only, Saturday, January 21st, the Meyer Theater, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Again, 3 great comedians in one night. It's going to be a great show. Greg Hahn, Dave Dyer, and that man, JoshArnold.com. For tickets and information, Josh Arnold, Greg Hahn, and Dave Dyer. Yes, please. I'd like to see that show. Even if it is January 21st in Green Bay, Wisconsin, they'll be bringing the funny, and it'll be a lot of fun at the Meyer Theater. JoshArnold.com for tickets and information. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Chickens may not be able to fly very far, but the price of eggs soaring. A lingering bird flu outbreak combined with soaring feed, fuel, and labor costs has led to U.S. egg prices more than doubling over the past year and hatched a lot of sticker shock on grocery aisles. The latest government data shows that the national average price for a dozen eggs hit $3.59 in November. It's putting stress on consumer budgets and the bottom line of food producers and restaurants that rely heavily on eggs as an ingredient. More than 43 million of the 58 million birds slaughtered over the past year to help control bird flu were egg-laying chickens. Even with the price increases, eggs remain relatively affordable compared to other proteins like chicken and beef. Well, you may be able to afford eggs if you hit the Mega Millions jackpot this Friday. It's now grown to an estimated $1.35 billion. That's with a B. After there was no winner of the lottery's latest giant jackpot. The numbers drawn late Tuesday night were 7, 13, 14, 15, 18, and the gold mega ball, 9. Mega Millions says the prize for the next drawing Friday night, the second highest in the game's history. There's been 25 drawings over the last 3 months since the last time a player matched all 6 numbers and claimed the jackpot. The estimated $1.35 billion jackpot prize would only be distributed if the winner chooses an annuity paid out over 29 years. The cash option, the more popular option, if you will, for Friday night's drawing, ready? An estimated $707.9 million. Might have to go get myself a Mega Millions ticket. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Here are some of Tom's most used words and phrases used off air.
Oh!
I got absolutely no sleep last night. Well, look at you, while shaking his head disapprovingly. Just so you know, that's not how you pronounce that. Not to one-up you, and then continues to one-up you. My favorite, she sounds like a lovely woman.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. The Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Speaking of Kennedy.
That's a good shout-out. That is a good shout-out, yes, thank you.
John Kennedy Jr.
Why do you think they call us skimpy little Suda Teddy anyway? Thank you. You want to go watch the films of Bobby's funeral at my place? Well, what do you know? It's 4 a.m. and we're drunk. Well, let's make whoopee. Wear my Oxford cloth.
I was on a plane with one of the Kennedys one time.
Really?
Well, lucky to be. Yeah. It was
Coming up this morning.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, buddy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Now let's go back over to Christy Lee. We've got an interesting list here of so-called dating deal breakers. The obvious ones, I should say, like a bad smell, way up there. Being rude to a waiter or waitress. Yeah, I totally get that one.
Boy, don't you just cringe?
Oh.
You're just like, oh, man.
Yeah. Having long fingernails. That's obviously a guy with long fingernails, I assume, unless he's a guitar player.
Or a cocaine dealer.
Maybe a sculptor.
Dirty fingernails were on the list.
Ah.
That's disgusting.
Well, it depends what you do for a living. I mean, you may have a situation in which
Wash your hands.
Well, sometimes you can't. Like, have you ever worked with stuff that you...
Yeah, what if you're a proctologist?
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. Oh, they wear gloves? Oh, sorry. I just got that message.
Speaking of dirty, another one of the turnoffs, having shoes that are too dirty.
Again, I mean, it would depend, I suppose.
If your proctologist came at you for an examination and didn't have gloves on, what would your response be?
No bareback there, Chief.
Okay. Or urologist, proctologist?
Nobody does that.
Of course not.
I do have I can't give this guy's name, but I had to go to a physician in Florida when I was living in Orlando. And,
well, looks like you're okay.
That's right. Everything's where it ought
this
to
is
be.
absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sitting at his desk, and I when I first walked in, I couldn't tell that he was rather tall.
Right.
And then but right behind him was a picture of his college basketball team. Oof. This guy was, when he stood up, the guy was gigantic. And,
so you're saying he could palm a basketball?
Yeah.
Was he a proctologist?
Yeah, he could palm a medicine ball.
Was he a urologist?
Yes, he was a urologist, but he had to do the old...
yeah.
The old Shawshank.
Yeah.
Wow.
I considered it a felony.
Yeah. Tech.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. What are other turnoffs for early dating?
Did we talk about breathing heavily?
Yeah. You mentioned it. We didn't talk
Having a bad tattoo?
Oh.
Yeah.
A bad tattoo.
I mean, it would depend where it was.
Like on your face.
What it said.
Well,
Yeah. Some other woman's name, maybe.
well that
His
that
face.
would be. Eating and talking at the same time. Or, as I would say, eating with your mouth open. Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you do that?
No. I get lectured if I have to swallow every ounce of everything before I can.
Does eating and talking at the same time, does that include the bedroom?
Okay, Josh.
You know what I'm
We're
talking
about eating
there, Krista?
food.
Oh.
Do you allow food in the bedroom, Josh?
The old lingus.
No, you know what?
You're being
There's not a lot
cunning,
of,
are you?
there's not a lot of eating in my bedroom at all.
You don't have any. You have,
I know you want me to say.
You have a refrigerator next to your bed.
One of my end tables is a fridge, the other is an air fryer. My mattress is mostly mashed potatoes. I don't know what you want, but it's something of that ilk.
Little
Let's make
marinara.
believe I said all of it.
A lot of people talk and eat at the same time. Have you ever noticed that? If you're
questioning them and you ask them something, and sometimes they're forced.
No, if you're at a dinner or
Okay, well, let's just move on. What else have you got?
Gee, I wonder which one of these applies to Tom. Let's just move on about that.
wearing shoes you don't like. Now this is kind of.
What does that even mean? Oh, like I don't like.
I don't
her
like
shoes?
your shoes. That's
That is-
really
Again,
That's petty.
this is like the one that if she's wearing socks in bed, you're going to kick her out of bed. That's never happened.
You know, ladies out there who may have gone on a date with me, if you've ever not gone on a second date with me because you didn't like my shoes, thank you.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you saved me from a lot of...
Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. Wearing too much makeup.
Huh.
Is that a thing for you guys? I don't know.
That might be.
Yeah, it
I
can
never
be, yeah.
wear
It would
it.
depend.
I hardly
might
ever
be.
wear it. Not paying on the first date. Now this is
I
kind of.
hate when women do that.
She's got to.
73% said they would judge someone negatively if they wanted to split the food bill.
Really? The nerve.
Yeah.
Have you done it?
No, I think on a first date, I always try to pay for everything. But one time I had a girl pay for the whole dinner, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. Let's go get drinks across the street, then I'll pay. Or offering to split on the first date. It's kind of, you don't know each other yet. Why not go Dutch?
Yeah. I think it depends on the kind of date. Maybe if it's like a casual.
Depends how old you are, how much money you've got.
Yeah.
Generational.
You just met on, Bumble or Hinge or
about,
something, and you're meeting for coffee. Or,
What about dining and dashing real quick?
I always pay for everything on the date so that she knows she has to have sex with me. Just a subtle way.
Now, do you?
It's called a transaction.
Yeah.
Now, do you let her pay and then you reimburse her when you give her her fee as she's leaving, or do you
keep the receipts? It's a tax write-off.
That's right.
Yeah, maybe he deducts that from
you
her
don't say,
pay.
"Hey, look, that pizza's coming off your fare."
Yeah. Taking longer than you to get ready? That's kind of, these are minor. Referring to their football team as we.
What? Oh, I see. Man, we kicked some ass last night. No, the Patriots did. You had nothing to do with it.
That isn't that bad. I mean,
No.
if you're a big fan.
It's a big fan. Wearing bad jeans?
What about having bad genes? Does that get anyone wrong? Guy with 3 eyes.
Watch out.
You know what I can't believe hasn't come up yet?
What?
Being part of the opposite, if you will, political party.
That's not on the list at all.
Yeah, that shocks me.
Because I think people avoid that subject even on
I'm actually glad to hear it. That maybe
that should be on here in the
it should be in the top
high.
5.
Or I like to think people can still love each other and be fine with it. But Ace,
is annoying voice or laughter on there?
Oh, should be.
Because I went out with a girl once and the laugh was just.
Yeah. Wasn't there?
Well, I'm a funny guy, and I make people laugh, so if I got to hear this crap all the time.
No, but yeah.
Gotta hear this.
Hey, baby, I'm a real funny guy, so you're going to be laughing a lot, and I just can't handle it.
I can't handle this crap.
Well, I guess we have to.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know what the problem is with an annoying voice.
Yeah. Hey, Chick.
Yeah, go ahead, Ace.
What has 5 toes and it's not your foot?
What has 5 toes and it's not my foot?
My foot.
I like it.
Now, will you do something?
I'm sorry. No, I think what Ace is talking about is someone who has a super annoying laugh.
Sure.
You know,
that's bad. Yeah.
Goodbye erections.
I've had that
Here are
ruin.
some of them now.
I've had that ruin a lunch where it was someone at a different table.
It must
7-second lunch.
I never realized this, but the older I get, it must be exhausting being you.
Oh, it is.
I can't imagine.
I think Kristen and I both moved table at a restaurant because someone had such strong perfume on at a different table.
Yeah.
I was at a place that was the smell of patchouli was ruining every bite, and I asked to be moved.
It's not even this.
Is that on the list? Terrible perfume?
No, and
smells,
I can't. Well, smells. Yeah,
okay.
smelling badly.
That happened to me at the movies yesterday. First
Really?
off, I was annoyed. There were 3 of us in the theater. All right,
3.
There were probably 350 seats.
Yeah.
And you know how you pick your seats now?
Right.
This guy chose the seat. There was a buffer between us. First off, you don't even choose the same row when it's that open
Oh,
of the
of
theater.
course not. Yeah.
No, you get your own row. This guy so it was me, an empty seat, and then him. And he was wearing this very, very strong cologne, which I can't abide. And I couldn't move, though, because he was black, and I didn't want him to think that I was racist. I was like, I'm stuck here.
Yeah, Josh, you should get some sort of civil rights award for sitting in that seat.
Thank you.
How progressive and forthcoming of you.
That's right. I sacrificed 90 minutes.
How was the movie?
It was good. Yeah, it was entertaining.
All right.
You got to get out of your head, man. You could have moved.
You could have moved.
No, but not these days. You can't.
What? I'm sorry. Did you think this guy was going to file some kind of charge?
You just go to the concession stand, and when you come back, you sit somewhere else.
Yeah, I still thought it would be a little, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, why did he pick that seat?
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
And I couldn't ask him that. Oh, you think you can sit there?
And would you mind putting your pants on?
Oh, boy.
What was the movie?
Megan. About the
movie, The Doll thing?
Oh, yeah.
How
yeah.
was it?
Very entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a good time. As did he. He enjoyed it.
Oh, did you guys become friends?
Did you get some
Talk about
coffee
it after the
afterwards?
movie?
We did, yeah. And a real special relationship was made.
All right.
And there's a documentary about it.
Get ready for Green Book starring Josh Arnold, the hero among race relations in America.
I'm doing what I can out there.
I see. Well, we'll come back with more turnoffs, and we also have Sexy Time with Allie Breen coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and
I tell you, I am single now. This came up. We'll talk about it more later.
I'm sorry.
You're not going to be able to stop me. It's come out. But I tell you this much right now. I am trying to talk to girls. Yeah. And I'm young. I can talk to young girls. You ever looked at a young girl? They're great. They're great.
Yeah. Sure.
You ever talk to one? It's like torture. It's like having a conversation with a baby, except babies don't have dumb ideas yet. It's like if my nephew all of a sudden was misinformed about politics and had dumb dog stories. It'd be like I was on a date with him. They don't even know what to say, but I'll get to the naked picture in a second. I was talking to a girl. We were at a pool, place that has pool tables. I go, hey, do you play pool? And she goes, I had sex on a pool table once.
Oh, wow.
That's a weird way to say you don't play pool. I don't even know how to respond. Was it a league? What is that? How do I go to that? What? I'm glad I didn't ask if she played ping pong.
Yeah.
But that pictures thing.
Yeah, you got to be careful who you send naked pictures
With
to.
these young chicks, they'll send naked pictures.
Yeah.
You can do it. You don't even have to. I was just texting back and forth with a girl, and she's like, hey, I like you or whatever. Do you want to see some good pictures? Semicolon, close parenthesis, I do. And then she sends a few of them. And I'm like, hey, these are hot.
Yeah.
And then she's got short hair in one and long hair in the other. They just keep them on file like W-2s. From now on, send me your boobs and today's newspaper.
Yeah,
I want to
I
feel
wanna see 'em
special.
with today's headlines. Yeah.
You want to know that they're fresh.
Instagram. He had a great midweek things we failed to mention yesterday, and he also commented on Tom's off-air comments, and boy, was that dead on. We'll probably replay some of that, or I'm guessing that'll become a regular feature. Sure was funny. Hope you caught it yesterday. That was Jeff Oskey with a midweek performance, and it was a performance of the news we failed to mention. You never know what you're going to hear on the Bob and Tom Show coming up later this morning. Jessica Alsman and Allie Breen, Dear Allie, or Sexy Time, on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. The Mega Millions prize has grown again to an estimated $1.35 billion after there was no winner of the lottery's latest giant jackpot. Numbers drawn late last night, 7, 13, 14, 15, 18, and the gold mega ball was 9. The prize for the next drawing Friday night, the second highest in the game's history. And the newly restored remains of an opulent ancient house in Pompeii offers visitors an exceptional peek at details of domestic life in the doomed Roman city. The House of Veti was formally unveiled after 20 years of restoration, giving fresh life were frescoes from the latest fashion in Pompeii wall decorations. Before the flourishing city was buried under that volcanic ash, the restoration of the home is another sign of rebirth for Pompeii, which followed decades of modern bureaucratic neglect, flooding, and pillaging by thieves in search of artifacts to sell. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom. And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show? Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP? Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself? Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP. See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it? Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
like you to do, my dear. Honey, pull up my skirt, undo my blouse, peel off my pantyhose. Baby, take off my bra and my spiked heels. Honey, take off all of my clothes. Take them all off, baby. Honey, pull down the shades, turn down the lights, lock up all of the doors. If I catch you wearing my clothes again, honey, I will file for divorce. Bob, that skirt doesn't even go with that blouse. Now put on this apron and go do the dishes.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Comedian Etta May has joined us in the studio.
I've got a teenage daughter. Don't send girls to school. You cannot send girls to school without the right kind of clothes.
Oh.
They become outcast amongst their peers.
Oh, yes. Right.
Going to school became a stinking fashion show.
Mm-hmm.
We're school shopping. My daughter tells me she's going to need new blue jeans. Okay. I go to Walmart. I get her new blue jeans. Well, you think I pooped in her lunch bucket or something. She wads them up, throws them back at me. She goes, Mother, what are those? Teenage daughters talk like this.
Yeah, they
and all teenage girls seem to think the sound is a word.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else?
Inevitably.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Christy Lee has an interesting survey discussing turnoffs in the early days of dating. Some of them make a lot of sense. Some of them...
I think this could go long term, like if you've been in a relationship for a while, even.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not early on. Could be any time in a relationship.
Well, here's one we hadn't covered. Wearing sunglasses indoors.
Yeah, that's your favorite.
Well, if they are really cool, that's okay, I think.
No, I don't care who they are. I'm out.
What about having an Instagram account for your pet?
Is it a girl or a guy?
It doesn't state.
I think it's okay if a girl does. Maybe if a guy does.
Is it profitable? Go
Sometimes.
for it. If you're getting, like, if you're a dog influencer, you're getting some money off that. But if it's,
I cleared $5.2 million with Grumpy Cat. Oh, good. Way to go.
Actually, I don't care if a guy has one. That'd be cute. He's a cute animal.
How about using emojis in text? So that doesn't, I think that's fun.
I would appreciate it. I want to know how they feel when they say what they say. Right? Don't make me interpret.
Do you like the emoji? Do you like the
Why? You're making us interpret what you just said.
Do you like the emojis, Sean?
Not particularly, no. You can use your words.
I only use emojis with one person.
Who's that?
Tom Griswold. Because I know it kind of drives him nuts.
No, it's fun.
I don't believe it.
I have no problem with them, but they're not. I try not to use them.
Would you date someone or break up with them if they couldn't drive?
Yes, I would. Yes. What are they from? What are they? Amish? Come on,
Not
drive
being able
a car.
to drive.
So you don't like blind people?
That's
you hear that? Chick McGee hates blind.
Hang on a second. I'd have to check out the body first. Yes, that's right, Tom. I'm anti-blind.
No, I'm just
being on the radio. It helps with the listeners if you're anti-blind.
There might be a reason someone can't drive. They might have an issue with seizures or something. And
my father never drove.
I don't think it means they can't drive at all. I think they're bad drivers.
He was 43 years old when he passed away, and he never drove a car.
What did he say about it?
Upset him. It made him feel uncomfortable. He was scared. He didn't like driving.
There you go.
Didn't like driving.
That's really
Shoe Leather Express, the way my dad did it. And then, of course, with my mother who drove, the emasculation could continue even while they were
That's interesting to me that he chose never to drive.
There you go.
How did he go about doing his
business? He was born in 1939,
It came to him.
so, yeah.
My grandmother never drove.
Neither did mine.
Yeah.
Really?
And then when
same here.
My grandpa died, she never went anywhere again. No.
Yeah, but luckily,
Willie, your face.
How'd you get to the grave?
No. But luckily, it wasn't that long she was alive after he died, right?
No, that was a different set of grandparents.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I mean, you famously have talked about
there we go.
your grandmother.
This audio.
She.
Oh yeah, my grandma Arnold. Yeah.
What happened to her again?
She passed away. I see what you're saying. They lived in an assisted living facility. Loved it. They loved it there, and
swingers.
They wanted their funeral services to be held there, and there was a chapel right there on site. But the chapel was directly next door to the rec room.
Yeah, and the recreation room, and I was lucky enough, I guess, to get the audio of her funeral, and it kind of maybe bring you back there so you can. In her honor, well, as you can see there, she's laid out on the slab. In her Sunday best. The organ players.
Yeah, you couldn't afford a coffin. You just had to lay her on the slab.
The ball just went underneath the slab.
Wearing a weird colored lipstick is a dating turnoff.
Yeah, that might be a sign. It could be
a sign of what? Insanity?
Yeah.
Dementia.
White lipstick. I mean, they're colorblind. They can't see.
Baby, pretty now, mommy. Yeah, stuff like that.
The one to me, the one that is the least offensive is this wearing socks to bed. I mean,
I wear socks to bed especially in the winter.
I've been known to wear a sock or two to bed. Or 3, sure.
Does that mean wearing socks while you go to sleep or wearing socks in bed during the most intimate of activities?
No, while you're sleeping, Willie.
Because I think that I've heard that socks during lovemaking is a red flag.
It is. It's a big turnoff for me if she is wearing socks during sex because it means they're not balled up and in my mouth.
Oh,
that's a real problem.
Ew, I was going to say if the guy's wearing socks.
You mean the sex aren't balled up and in her mouth to prevent her calling the authorities?
That's right. I've never once had a consensual relationship.
That would ruin it.
We're going to wrap this up with our last two items.
What kind of a turn on would that be?
We're still on this?
Having too many shirt buttons undone. That's a bad look.
I love when a woman does that.
I think they mean for men.
Oh.
And then wearing creased clothes.
What?
Oh, come on.
You mean just dirty or
creased?
Pressed
like
Wranglers?
not ironed.
Okay.
I see.
But again, depend on the circumstances.
You mean wrinkled clothes? Or is it creased clothes?
Like a brand new shirt that still has the creases?
No, I think they mean dirty.
Jeans, maybe?
Okay.
But that's still a bad look. At least wash it or steam it or something.
I just bought it.
For the date.
And one of the other ones is having a horrible nickname.
Oh.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
Lumpy.
So why do they call you old wrinkly sack, Josh?
Well, I'll show you.
Okay, well, that was very enlightening. Thank you, Christy.
Sure.
Some of the things that are... I think some of these people are a little bit shallow if they're not going to continue to date someone. But I guess you like what you like, right?
Yeah.
Or
a lot of people out there, aren't there?
Maybe you don't. Okay, what else?
You know what? A lot of people like money. If you're one of those people, the Mega Millions prize has grown again.
Oh, no.
To an estimated $1.35 billion after there was no winner in last night's large giant jackpot.
You know how many people I'd murder with my own hands to have that money?
How many?
A shocking amount.
With my own hands.
So if you want to buy a Mega Millions ticket, you have to do it by Friday night. So there you go.
What's that, Willie?
What scenario are they buying the ticket in front of you?
A Squid Game type scenario where some man came up to me and said, if you murder X amount of people on this subway with your own hands, I will give you this suitcase full of money. I'd go, watch this.
You don't strike me as that type, but okay.
Really?
I'm chicken shocked that you don't know that I'm
That's right.
inside very murderous.
I mean, yeah, for $1,000 million? Sure, I'll rip your head off. Go for it. Are you kidding me?
I heard
Willie, do you believe?
Well, I'd love to tell you.
Do you believe money can buy happiness?
I don't think necessarily. 'Cause look at my dad; he's got a lot of problems, right? But I think money.
Thank you.
Money can make everything easier. It can make it so you can pay for better parking, and it make your life a little bit easier that way. You get a better seat on the airplane, but no, it doesn't buy happiness.
I disagree.
And you'd be in jail, Josh.
It can absolutely buy you happiness. It can buy you anything you want. It can buy you love. It can buy you companionship. Anybody who says money can't buy you happiness is living in a fool's paradise. Isn't that right, Chick?
That's exactly right.
It can buy you anything you want.
Yeah, boy.
You have enough money, you can buy people to do whatever you want.
To murder the other people that you don't like.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Start with cleaning the house.
Okay.
Coming up, we will talk more about dating and sex and all kinds of wonderful things with Allie Breen.
We call it Sexy Time.
Yes, we do.
With Allie Breen, and we'll look forward to
Is there any way we can get you to stop?
I'd murder people to have sex with certain people, too.
Really?
Hey, you can sleep with Rachel Ray. Well, I'll kill 3 people for that.
Really?
You can, yeah. I've got this all written down in a book under my bed.
How does Rachel feel about this?
Hates it. At least she's not responded to any of my letters.
Well, thank you very much. Coming up, it is going to be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. Right now, I want to talk about sleeping. We obviously all need a little more sleep. Quality sleep, very important, of course, which leads to this quiz. Chick McGee, what is your sleep number setting?
100. I like a firm mattress, Tom.
Conversely, Christy Lee, in the opposite end of things, your sleep number setting in your sleep number bed is what?
40.
That is a soft mattress.
Ah, it's like heaven.
But at the touch of a button, you could change that to 100 if you wanted at any given time. And the other side of the bed has its own settings, so you're always comfortable. And sleep should be your number one goal this 2023. Quality sleep, very important, because every great day starts with a great night's sleep. So choose proven quality sleep from our friends at Sleep Number, because you want to have your best day today from having a great night's sleep last night. Now, Sleep Number's got their lowest prices of the season as we speak. The Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is just $899. That's a $200 savings for a limited time. Only place you'll find that, of course, is at a Sleep Number store. Find that by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. I love my Sleep Number bed. You'll love yours, too. When we come back, it'll be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, treat yourself now at bobandtomstore.com. Get yourself Bob and Tom hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts, that Bob and Tom Show hat. As a matter of fact, Pat Godwin wearing the Bob and Tom Show hat this morning. If you check it out on the YouTube channel, you can see what it looks like. It's adjustable, fits any size head, so you can get it and you can know it's going to fit whoever you give it to. It's a Bob and Tom Show hat available at bobandtomstore.com. Our clothing size is small up to 5XL. If we don't have your size, just check back, as we're always restocking at bobandtomstore.com. If you have a Bob and Tom fan in your life, make sure you hook them up with some great Bob and Tom Show merchandise. Start the new year off right with brand new Bob and Tom clothes at bobandtomstore.com. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Jimmy Butler's three-point play with 12.9 seconds left capped an NBA record performance by the Miami Heat and gave them a 112-111 victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder on Tuesday night. Butler's free throw made the Heat 40 for 40 from the foul line, breaking the 39 for 39 mark by Utah against Portland back on December 7th, 1982. Jimmy Butler, 23 for 23 from the free throw line, tying the second most makes without a miss in NBA history. Butler had 35 points for Miami, which had used only 8 players and was down to 7 when Dwayne Dedmon was ejected in the second quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 26 points for the Thunder. Josh Giddey had a triple-double, 18 points, 15 boards, and 10 assists. A person familiar with the negotiation says Carlos Correa has agreed to a $200 million 6-year contract that keeps him with the Minnesota Twins after failing to complete deals with the New York Mets and San Francisco Giants. The deal for the All-Star shortstop, subject to a successful physical. That's sort of been the hiccup in the other deals. Correa signed December 13th to a $350 million 13-year contract with the Giants, who called off a news conference a week later over concerns with a right ankle injury. Then Korea agreed that night to a $315 million 12-year deal with the Mets, who also had concerns about that same ankle. The agreement with the Twins could be worth $270 million over 10 seasons if Korea remains healthy, again questioning that ankle. So there you have it. That's a look at your quick sports update. Philadelphia wins in the NBA, as well as Toronto, Miami, as we told you, Utah, Orlando, Phoenix, and the L.A. Clippers in the National Hockey League. Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, Seattle, New Jersey, Detroit, San Jose, and Florida win in regulation. The Rangers, Dallas, and St. Louis all win in shootouts and overtime. And that is your sports update. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is or what your favorite movie is or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
right,
favorite
My
band?
favorite movie.
Roadhouse.
Man,
Is it
no
Roadhouse, did
movie.
we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my
Hepburn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay. Boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can tell you what you're saying about yourself is, I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you. How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation at the Water Cooler.
Man, I can't wait until the new episodes of Survivor are shown. I've really become addicted to those reality shows.
Oh, I am too. I live for Rupert. I love that guy. I've wanted to be a Survivor contestant ever since the first one. The locations they stay at are so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, they sure are. Hey, would you ever do Big Brother?
Well, actually, I've already done my Big Brother.
Huh?
I haven't done my father or my grandpa yet.
You've slept with your big brother, Dave?
Well, yeah.
Wow, small world. I slept with your big brother, Dave.
What?
Yeah, he's cute.
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Wow. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
All right. Well, that took a nasty turn, didn't it?
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, you know, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come home for dinner.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
Hey, Ace Cosby. Hey, there's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, the Allie Breen segment has been moved. It'll be coming up in about an hour.
Okay.
Allie is having an issue with something, and she's on her way, I believe, to Florida. On an aircraft. And
all
we'll
right.
be checking it with the trouble. Special edition of the show because we have a letter here.
Oh,
Yes.
Gentlemen and ladies, on today's edition of Sexy Time with Allie Breen.
I'm sorry, is this sexy time right now with
No,
you?
we were going to do Sexy Time right now, but Allie is dealing with an aircraft issue and boarding a plane, apparently. On today's edition of Sexy Time with Allie Breen, after everyone else has given their thoughts, could we please get the take of Ace Cosby?
Oh, all right. Interesting. Interesting.
Okay.
He's here for us. Yeah.
People want it.
We don't really get a chance for Ace to weigh
I've
in.
lived a life.
Do you ever think about things you've done in your life, Tom, and you thought that was a good move? And, well, that was a bad move.
The one just happened.
What just now, what would you think that was, a good move or a bad move?
I think it's I don't think Ace weighs in enough on the sexy.
Is that right?
Yeah. Ace has been around the block a few times.
All right, sir.
I've done some sexy stuff.
No. Okay.
With how many? Huh?
Oh, Jessica wants to know your number, Ace.
It's body count, right?
Body count is hilarious.
This sort of thing is inappropriate. We'll go back to the. We'll go back to the news desk with Christy Lee then. What
I have some interesting and fun news if you're an In-N-Out Burger fan.
Love In-N-Out.
Well, apparently they are going to open a corporate office in Tennessee and restaurants in and around Nashville by 2026, marking the company's first expansion east of Texas.
This is very surprising.
Very surprising.
That guy was adamant about not doing this.
Yeah.
I wonder what's changed, but that's great news.
Yeah. Big news for the In-N-Out people.
I just got one. I was in Austin, Texas, and I went to the comedy club to see my buddy, and then on the way home, made sure to stop at In-N-Out. Mwah.
Yeah, when you can, do it. Yeah.
So what, the guy that runs it didn't want to...
Yeah, he was...
Yeah, and I don't remember his exact reasoning, but he talks about it in the book Fast Food Nation.
They are still owned and operated by the Snyder family. Harry Snyder is his name. Yes. Yeah, since 1948. But I think his daughter has a lot to do with it now. I mean, she's... Yeah.
I saw a woman as a spokesman this morning.
Yeah.
So.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
So,
good-looking young gal.
take it over for the old man.
Okay.
Yeah. What's next?
Might be her
Chick-fil-A opening on Sunday?
Oh,
Will it happen?
No.
No. You know what I want is Del Taco because they serve great soft tacos, and then you can get crinkle fries as your side, and I love it.
That is nice.
But it's
Del
like
Taco
mostly
is
out
good.
West Coast. Oh.
Is that a guy's name?
No, it's like of the taco. Yeah. I like the idea that there is a Del Taco out there.
There's a Taco John's.
Yeah, that's good too.
That's pretty good. That's
Del
up in
Taco.
Wisconsin and
Yeah.
those places.
It's not Taco Juan.
No, it's Taco
No,
John.
no.
Taco John, man. That's
John's can eat tacos too.
That's the first time that I had the.
You got to go to like Bartholomew's Taco.
The crunchy taco wrapped in the soft taco was Taco John's, I think.
Yeah, and if Taco Bell's listening, that double-decker taco needs to come back.
Yeah, why is that?
What the hell happened?
Terrific stuff.
It was the best.
The cheesy gordita crunch is a similar option.
Really?
It is, and that's a delight as well.
A Florida man is facing charges after he allegedly got into a fist fight on a chairlift at a Utah ski resort.
Yes, what happened there on the chairlift? Yeah.
A video showed to TikTok showed 3 people in a Park City chairlift with the 39-year-old suspect shouting at and punching the victim.
Yikes.
In another video, the chair is stopped at the top of the lift where ski patrol detains the suspect. This assault occurred on December 26th. It's Christmas. The unidentified 39-year-old from Lutz, Florida, was charged in Summit County Justice Court with assault and disorderly conduct.
Man, that's scary.
Yeah, that's very dangerous.
I was going to ask, Tom, I've never been on a ski lift. Have you, Chick? Man,
No.
would you?
I have.
Would you be nervous on one?
I think I would. Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
them.
I feel like I would be too.
You can get out of there.
Wouldn't this just rock the thing? So
No, they
well-
have a bar that pulls down.
Yeah, then you can pull it right back over your head if you
A
like.
couple drinks.
I think once it's moving, it's like an amusement park ride. I don't think it opens, does
No,
it?
you can reopen it.
Oh, you can?
A lot of people, when I was a kid, I didn't put the thing down. And now that I'm older, I always put it down because I'm terrified.
Ah.
Yeah, it's super dangerous. Someone hitting you on a chairlift.
Well, you know, it does make sense, though. I heard the guy that he was fighting, he pronounced it a press ski. And that's just, you can't do that on the slopes.
yeah, who's really the victim?
The whitest white-collar crime ever. Snow everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, weird.
A 75-year-old.
I mean, just for those of you not familiar with it, you're dangling way up in the sky there.
Yeah.
If you were to fall off, it could be very dangerous. You shouldn't have a hazard on the way up the mountain.
No.
There's plenty of them on the way down.
It would be like if you were golfing, having a sand trap in the pro shop. Where you really,
Interesting.
you really don't. You see what I'm saying here? I mean, this dangerous part of skiing is supposed to be the part going down, not on your way up. So,
And even going down, there aren't people punching you.
yeah.
No.
Not usually, no.
You know what? Skiing should have a defense. That'd be a much better sport if there were people that could punch you if you didn't go all the way around the gate.
A 75-year-old Oregon woman was arrested last month after allegedly leading police on a high-speed chase on Interstate 5. What'd you get up to, 40? No, I'm just kidding. Josephine County Sheriff's Office deputies clocked the car, allegedly driven by Elizabeth Catherine Essex of Ashland, at 112 miles per hour on the interstate near
Granny,
Merlin.
Go.
I'm sorry, what?
Go, Granny, go, go.
Yeah.
Remember the song?
Just before midnight Friday, Essex allegedly failed to stop when deputies sounded their sirens.
I remember the time. I don't remember the song.
Go,
but I remember
Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go.
Yeah.
The little old lady from Pasadena.
Oh, so it's
She's
not
the
named
little
Go,
old
Granny.
lady from Pasadena.
Is that a Beach Boys song?
Shannon Dean?
Shannon, oh, Dean.
Is it? Is that a
Jan
Brian
and Dean?
Wilson composition? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, it's Shannon Dean.
I just remember the phrase "Go, Granny, go, go, go." So I'm sorry. So was she was arrested? And what'd they do to her?
I don't know.
Up against the wall, babe.
Up against the wall, babe.
Well, it's Grandma.
How about up against the
Up
wall,
against the
man?
wall, redneck grandma?
Love that song. You know they stopped. Did you see how they stopped her?
I did not. How?
They put up a garage sale sign.
Oh, that'll do it.
She pulled over. You see, it's Grandma.
So true.
I want a Tweety Bird mug.
Correctional officers at a Canadian prison discovered a pigeon wearing a tiny meth-filled backpack.
Really?
Canadian correctional officer John Randall told Global News that the bird was located at Pacific Institution and appeared to have a small package, sort of like a backpack, attached to it. He said that package contained crystal meth. According to Randall, the pigeon was found near one of the recreation yards at the institution and added the bird was later released without its luggage.
Ooh, it's not mine. Ooh, I'm holding it for a friend.
Would you want to have meth in prison?
They've launched a joint investigation into the incident with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
I can see where meth might be good in prison. I mean, sometimes you don't want your roommate to have teeth.
What about that? Okay. Yikes. A little tiny little backpack, though.
That is adorable.
It's very cute.
Yeah, what happened to the good old days when pigeons were being helpful? Lately,
passenger pigeons,
just
carrier,
carrying good things.
Is that what it's called?
Messages and
My little notes.
messages from spies.
What's a passenger pigeon?
Is there a passenger pigeon?
Isn't that the one that went extinct?
Yeah, with the dodo bird. Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that the famous extinct one? Okay, I found this tune that you were looking for.
I wasn't.
You didn't want to hear the little old lady from Pasadena?
No, the chick was looking for it.
Not especially.
You were looking for it, he said.
I don't care for this little lady from So, did they just shamelessly say, yeah, we're not the Beach Boys?
I've never exactly.
Yeah, how did they get away with that?
They were friends with they were friends with Brian Wilson, and I believe he wrote their first big hit, didn't he?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
Were
he
they
did.
Dead Man's Curve, right?
Yeah. So that was a big hit.
It was because people probably thought it was the Beach Boys, right?
Well, admittedly, it sounds exactly like the Beach Boys, but
exactly.
Yeah, it's a nice tune here. Kind of a story song.
You like story songs?
Super Stock Dodge.
Yeah, and then this was a big. I'm almost positive this is a Brian Wilson tune.
She had an affair with Vincent Gardenia.
That's Jan and Dean as well.
Yeah, but what a great lyric.
I always thought that was
Two girls for every boy.
You're so bored. Surf City. Here we go. Get a little pep, fellas.
How close to flat can we get? All right.
Enthusiasm,
Give it a
fellas.
shot.
But yeah, their big hit, of course, was this one.
Oh, no. More.
The classic story song.
Are you sure this is their big hit? I don't think it is.
Dead Man's Curve?
I don't think it was a bit. I think it was a hit.
This wasn't their biggest hit. I don't even know.
That one or Surf City
That one
has
or-
to be
yeah.
a big hit. Yeah.
Okay, it looks like on this list, the one that gets played the most is Surf City. And then the little old lady from Pasadena. Then
Oh,
Dead
yeah,
Man's
we
Curve.
had our own version of this just for Tom, I think. It wasn't Surf City. It was...
Dicks.
Dick City.
And then I think one of these guys actually ended up kind of hitting Dead Man's Curve.
Oh, really?
Had a rough
Either
go
Jan or Dean.
Wow.
I forget which one. Yeah.
That took a horrible
So
turn.
much for that behind the music.
Maybe we could do
Okay.
something fun and like have. Doesn't Pat have any dating songs? We've been talking a lot about dating.
I
and
do. I have that one about.
Well, which is it? You want to do something fun or have Pat do a song?
You know.
Wow.
Yeah, not mutually exclusive there.
Thanks,
I was
Willie.
trying to help, Pat.
I know you were.
What's your dating song, Pat?
Okay. Here's Pat to make you laugh.
Yes. Now Pat got
Well,
it.
during COVID, people had masks on and you couldn't see their face. So I had that "Can't Wait to See Your Face." And that always had a second verse about the actual date. And now in this song, I've changed it to a nurse's mask, like you went to the hospital. So it's Your hair's blonde and your eyes are blue. I'm guessing the rest of you is pretty too. But your nurse's mask is firmly in place, and I can't wait to see your face. Can't wait to see your face. There's a slight chance that I'm way off base. You could have a liver spotted gin blossom, hairy mole, pimple covered pizza face, or a smile with lots of empty space. A mug only Picasso would trace. You could win a steeplechase. Oh, but I can't wait to see your face. I asked you out on a date. You said yes and didn't hesitate. You're unmasked now, and what a pretty face. But I can't wait to leave this place. Can't wait to leave this place. You're talking politics and way off base. You're such a blabbermouth, gossipy, know-it-all, stinking drunk waste of space. You have no saving grace. Rude to the waiter, so let's cut to the chase. Your beauty's such a waste, 'cause I can't stand to see your face.
So pretty.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Pat. Wow. Well, thank you very much. We are going to be doing Sexy Time with Allie Breen coming up a little bit later. We had a special edition planned, but due to certain elements of air travel this morning affecting the nation, she's been temporarily halted from calling us up. So we'll certainly look forward to that. In the meantime, we return to the news desk with Christy Lee. What else is going on over there?
Officials in Australia were relieved to discover that a suspected corpse was actually a cow carcass in a tracksuit.
What?
I'm going to leave it right there. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. The Australian Broadcast Corporation reports that the remains were discovered on the side of a track in Wickham. Roebourne Police Senior Sergeant Dale Harmer said the area was declared a crime scene while they investigated the remains. He later said, "We identified the remains. They're actually to be of an animal. They were stuffed inside a tracksuit to make it look like human."
Weird. A prank?
What is happening
Some kind of
there?
prank, you think?
Why? I don't know.
That or a guy with a very big nose.
What?
Wow.
With a ring in it.
That could happen these days. What do you think about the nose ring, Christy? You a fan?
No, I'm not a fan.
Oh, I like them. I like them on women.
Really?
Do you like the one? Do you like the one in the between the nostrils?
Septum? I'm fine with the septum, and I'm fine with
is
the...
that because you can then click the leash right onto it?
No.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, what about the leash, Josh? Where do you put that normally? If it's
Around her studded collar. Now listen, when you're dating a pussy,
certain precautions.
I think they're cute. I think the stud in the nostril is really cute.
I just have not been.
Now, is
I'm
it
not
if
a
you
fan.
take the stud out and you sneeze and hold your nostrils? Does it like
Ew, it has to.
squirt out?
I don't know.
I think those things close up pretty fast if there's not a stud or a hoop in there.
Okay, just asking.
You know what? My ear hole grew back last year. My left one only. So I'm sure the nose hole's got to grow back quick, right?
Speaking of ear holes. Right now, I want to change the topic and get to the great topic of food. We all love food, and this is a new year. Time for some great new stuff. HelloFresh recognizes that. That's why they've got a brand new menu out there, including the new fast and fresh recipes that would include falafel bowls, Southwest pork and bean burritos, ready in just 15 minutes.
Did you say recipe?
Yeah,
tell me about the recipe.
Eating well is something we can do in the new year, and HelloFresh, what they do is, they do the shopping for you. They do the measuring, and you get the kit, if you will, with fresh stuff in it, guaranteed. Over 35 different recipes every week, from comfort food to whatever you're into, including vegetarian stuff, vegan stuff. They've got low-cal or low-carb, whatever you want, including, like I said, classic comfort food. For example, Willie, what do you got over there?
Yeah, check out the bruschetta chicken with a mozzarella crust, bacon, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. HelloFresh sends you 10 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. Just over a half hour, you have this delicious, colorful chicken dinner that you made at home with help from our friends at HelloFresh.
Now, the big game is just around the corner. A bunch of games this weekend. Perfect for maybe hosting like a pro, with a bunch of cool snacks and main dishes, appetizers, et cetera, all available now from HelloFresh. And this is their best offer ever. They've changed the number. The new number is 22. What am I talking about? Well, you go to BT Show 22. That's the code you'll need when you go to, the code you will need when you go to HelloFresh.com. So once again, it's HelloFresh.com/BT Show 22 for those 22 free meals as part of a very special package. And did I mention free shipping? This is a great new offer from HelloFresh. Give it a shot. You're going to love it. It's restaurant quality food, and you helped, as they used to say. The code, BT Show 22, HelloFresh.com/BT Show 22. Coming up, it'll be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. Do you know the difference between a bison and a yak? I sure didn't.
$12.
We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
You know what bugs me about life?
What's that?
People who take a reasonably simple task and make it incredibly complicated, like making a full-scale Broadway show production out of drinking iced tea. That to me is really.
What's your problem? Why can't I enjoy my iced tea over here?
Well, you can.
Did you bring your thermos? I did bring my thermos.
Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture of the thermos sitting and Christy standing beside it?
Yes, so they can get the actual full
because seriously,
spectrum of how big this is.
Easily,
that's bigger than Christy's head.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That.
Christy could easily sit on that and watch a sporting event.
Certainly.
Well, what's wrong with having? You know what? I think we should have her sit on it. And we'll caption it "Sun Tea."
He's going to read some article or some idiot friend, and when I find the idiot friend who told you about this cold iced tea, I'm going to punch him right in the face. I'm going to. Oh, well, you know.
Who was that guy?
The best thing to do is to be in a separate studio because
Jeff, would you like a little glass of nice iced tea?
No, thanks.
It's delightful.
I love iced tea.
There's no ice in it, though.
God, no. That would make it.
Then it's not iced tea.
Watered down.
The ice would bruise the tea.
Yes.
No, the ice is on the cooler. I quit. I quit.
Can we get a picture of the iced tea?
How much does this add to your morning? You had such a bad morning, you said.
Are you getting up extra early now to make your tea?
No, the tea was made last night in the car when I left this morning.
Oh.
In the car? Somebody put it in the car?
I did.
You put it in the car.
You put it in the car?
Last night.
Last night.
Yes.
It's crazier than I thought.
Well, how did it stay cold?
I thought it was supposed
3
to.
letters come to mind. OCD.
Those.
Definitely.
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was supposed to brew in the refrigerator.
That's old technology.
Only with Tom, the OCD is in capital letters with big lights around each.
I thought the tea was supposed to brew in the refrigerator overnight.
Tom's taking it a new step, I'm sure. Well, why not have it brew?
I call it not OCD. I call it CDO because I want the letters in alphabetical order.
until the Super Bowl gets here. That way we can get everything all dialed in, lined up. Plus, there's lots to talk about with all of the playoff games coming up in the National Football League as well. We are a morning comedy show, but we do like to talk about what you're talking about, and a lot of you like to talk about the NFL. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much again, Jessica Alsman and Allie Breen on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The Foo Fighters will play the Sonic Temple, Boston Calling, and Bonnaroo festivals, but it's unclear who will handle drum duties. Drummer Taylor Hawkins, of course, died last March while the Foo Fighters were on tour in Colombia. Sonic Temple is scheduled May 25th through the 28th in Columbus, Ohio. Boston Calling is set for Boston May 26th through the 28th. And, of course, Bonnaroo in Manchester, Tennessee will be June 15th through the 18th. John Namath leads the nominations for the Blues Music Awards. They will be handed out in Memphis, Tennessee on May 11th. Oh, and the Golden Globes returned last night. Steven Spielberg's autobiographical film, The Fabelmans, was named Best Movie at the awards. Austin Butler pulled an upset to win the award for actor in a drama for Elvis. Abbott Elementary was one of the big winners in the TV categories. We had Best Actor Kevin Costner for Yellowstone, and House of Dragon won Best TV Drama. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Here are some of Tom's most used words and phrases used off air.
Oh!
I got absolutely no sleep last night. Well, look at you, while shaking his head disapprovingly. Just so you know, that's not how you pronounce that. Not to one-up you, and then continues to one-up you. My favorite, she sounds like a lovely woman.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now,
we are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
They're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavour.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We do a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we're just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs. The eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. As a matter of fact, it looks like they might be hatching about now.
Oh, good.
You people might be the first ones on Earth to hear what's going on.
Well, great.
There they come.
This is exciting.
Some little critter coming out of there. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, God! Help me!
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Coming up.
He's a heavy.
Wow.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
There's Jess Alsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
And a special surprise, if I'm not mistaken, we now have Allie Breen. Oh, there she is.
Oh, hi, Allie.
Allie Breen,
Yes.
ready for a sexy time.
Are you in the elevator? What's going on?
Right there from Guantanamo Bay.
Where are you, Allie?
I'm at the Guardia. I'm at the airport. I'm trying to get to Florida, but everything is delayed, so I'm in some room in the lounge.
Ah.
Well, looks nice.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it's like a
if you
little
like,
cubicle.
if you like gray, it looks beautiful.
No, it just
It's very gray.
The contrast to the lovely visage that is Allie Breen.
I love it. I love that you have lounge access.
her.
Well, yeah, as much
I
as
don't know
she
what it is
travels.
about you, but when you try to be complimentary, it's it comes off as being real creepy.
No, I was just saying, Allie looks so nice.
Yeah, you look so nice.
Allie, you're going to be going to Florida to do a show. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm back at the Villages at Bonkers tonight. If I can make it there. Yeah, I'm going to start having to swing if I keep going back there this often.
Yeah, no joke.
Okay, well, now the show is called Sexy
I
Time.
know.
And Allie, you read us various letters, and we try to help. And today is a special edition of the show because Ace Cosby has been asked to give his take on everything. So we'll let Ace go last. What's our first letter, Allie?
This is exciting. Dear Allie, I've been having a hard time online dating where no one wants to be serious and I'm ready to get married. I finally met a guy that I really connect with, and he's actually more serious than I am. He told me he loved me in less than a week and is already saying he's in love with me and asking how long he has to wait till proposing.
Nope.
My friends say it's a crazy red flag, but I'm hopeful it's legitimate. What do you think?
Nope. He's a narcissist and he's crazy and get away now.
Yeah, it's called love bombing,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Isn't that what it is?
Absolutely. It is called love bombing.
Love bomb.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
You've never heard of love bombing?
No,
yeah.
that
Well, you have
This
to pay attention.
scenario.
You have to pay attention and be aware of your surroundings to be able to love bomb. I think is your problem.
Within 6 months, he'll be off to somebody else. So, yeah, do
Okay.
not do that.
First things first, Allie. Don't say bombing that hard in a airport lounge.
I will never get on a flight.
Very good, Josh. Ace, your thoughts?
Way too needy.
Yeah. No.
Too needy?
Clingy, creepy.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you. I don't know if you're aware of this, Allie, but Ace now has a moment in the this sexy time section where he's allowed to weigh in. Is that right?
Yes,
Tom?
well, not allowed to. Ace has always been allowed
Because
to.
we got one email. The response has been overwhelming.
A nice email from Cody.
I'm sorry. What, you didn't say it was Cody. Well, of course.
Wanted to get Ace's opinion. So you think that this guy's a little too much?
Huh. Yeah.
Too much, too fast.
That's right.
Okay.
Be very leery of too much too fast.
I'm not sure if we have enough information, but it might be trouble.
All right.
Okay, let's get to our next letter. Allie Breen, once again, can be reached ALLIBREEN on various social media platforms with your love troubles, and we're here to help. What have you got, Allie?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend is really into nipple play. He needs me to rub both of them along with doing everything else. Hello, I'm not a plate spinner. It shouldn't be this much work, should it? What can I do to stop this?
Wow, you sound real fun and accommodating.
First of all, you don't know this, Allie. Plate spinning is one of my favorite things.
Yes.
I consider it the perfect analogy to my life. When you're spinning plates and then they start going down and you have to look away and then they crash. And
Is it similar
Isn't
to
that
your
just
life?
a Chinese opera thing?
Yeah, is it similar to your life because it's challenging and totally optional?
Probably. So she's claiming that she has to be too busy doing various things at the same time.
He needs it. He needs it to get off.
Yeah.
If you're unwilling to do it, you got to let him go. He needs it.
Can a guy do that to himself while she's doing everything
He
else?
doesn't want it done to himself.
Yeah, he wants her to do. Maybe he should date an octopus.
Again,
Yeah, hey, if you don't have the
solid answer.
if you don't have safe cracking abilities, maybe you're not. It's obviously your problem. Okay,
Allie,
there's no middle ground here.
Without getting into too much detail, Allie, to turn this around, as a lady, have you ever had a gentleman do the dialing in Tokyo move on you?
It's tuning in Tokyo.
Or tuning in.
Oh.
It's literally.
You don't
Yeah,
have to
guys kinda
answer
need
this.
Classes. Well, I would say, yeah, I've had various things done which aren't great.
Yeah, I
Guys
bet.
there should be a class, I feel like, for guys to know how to handle that.
Yeah.
You think it's a little,
Right? That would be
little juvenile saying, hey, I'm dialing in Tokyo?
Only if you make the noise.
And you want the alliteration. It's tune in Tokyo. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
also depends on how
I think
hard they're
conceptually
trying.
it's the same idea. I think it's dial in Tokyo if you're
No,
west
it's
of
always been
Mississippi.
tune in Tokyo. It's always been. I try.
Do you ever have a guy
It's like we're invisible, isn't it?
start
Chick?
screaming, so 30 seconds over Tokyo, just before things start to play? It's a classic movie.
That has never happened.
Okay. Ace, your thoughts?
I never knew male nipples were that
Sensitive?
Yeah.
They all have nerve endings.
Well,
Nipples and nipple.
obviously, you and Josh cannot be lovers then. So.
Oh, I don't require it, but I'm just saying this guy does. And
What if you got a car battery and some cable and some alligator clips?
That would work. Maybe it should. Maybe it should be that she uses clips or toys or something. Isn't there something that can go on there?
Cramp hands. Did they make some kind of vibrating alligator clip?
Probably.
So she could be hands-free.
Probably. But he might want the feel of the actual, finger.
You got to try.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
So once again, the answer is we're recommending vibrating alligator clips. Next letter. Ace, your thoughts?
Next letter.
Okay. Very good. Okay.
Dear Allie, I just started dating a girl who's very particular about everything. She's an only child and clearly spoiled. She needs everyone to treat her special, open doors, compliment her looks. Is this going to be more trouble than it's worth?
No, you should be fine.
Dear God.
Christy, this sounds like you. Can you answer this?
This does not sound like me. Oh, boy. I don't know. If you're really into her, I guess it's worth it. Treat her like a lady. I guess she'll like it. I don't know.
Treat her like a lady.
Is she respectable to you? That's all that matters.
Remember that time, Cornelius?
And to people around.
Cornelius Brothers, Sister Rose, Treat Her Like a Lady.
Oh, that's a great song.
That is a great song.
That is a great song.
Treat her like a lady.
That's very good.
You could get in trouble for opening doors these days, couldn't you? Isn't that a thing that some women get upset about it now?
Yes.
My boyfriend complains because when there's double doors, he'll open the first door for me, and then everyone sees me open the second door for him. Then he's like, "Gosh dang it! Can you get the?" Like, he doesn't know if there's double doors.
It's ridiculous.
So it's awkward.
The double one time though, I did the double door situation, and I got the second door, and I held open the first door with the bottom of my foot.
Right.
I felt like I did a double play. It was awesome.
That's
Super
huge.
impressed.
Good move.
I'm tired of women getting offended by
That is a superhero move.
All these women get offended whenever I open the trunk for them. And it's really getting annoying.
Like when you do it for your dog, he's glad that you're there. Say hi.
Man,
Good to see you.
Who wrote that joke?
That's a classic.
See how happy your dog is to see you.
Allie, when is your flight? Do you know? Are you going to be sitting there for a while?
It's supposed to be 10 a.m., but everything is grounded still, so I can't imagine it's actually going at 10 a.m., but they tell me I
So
have
do
to
we
be
do we
at
have time to come back with more of this episode?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
good. Well,
we do.
we'll return with more of Allie Brain Baby and a little bit of sexy time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not.
Oh,
yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. Yeah, there's a tax joke for the accountants.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hey, did you know we've got 3 podcasts you can check out for free? It's true. The Bob and Tom Show Extra Podcast, weekday afternoons at 3 p.m. Eastern. That Josh Arnold podcast. Josh discussing fun topics. You might learn something. And the Bits and Pieces podcast. It takes 4 co-hosts, Willie Griswold, Jason Hofsetz, Jessica Alsman, and Jess Hooker. A dive into the archives where they discuss some of their favorite bits and pieces from the Bob and Tom Show. They're all free and available to download at bobandtom.com/podcast. As we roll through this Wednesday, January 11th, Allie Breen Sexy Time, right around the corner, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Chickens may not be able to fly very far, but the price of eggs soaring. A lingering bird flu outbreak combined with soaring feed, fuel, and labor costs has led to U.S. egg prices more than doubling over the past year and hatched a lot of sticker shock on grocery aisles. The latest government data shows that the national average price for a dozen eggs hit $3.59 in November. It's putting stress on consumer budgets and the bottom line of food producers and restaurants that rely heavily on eggs as an ingredient. More than 43 million of the 58 million birds slaughtered over the past year to help control bird flu were egg-laying chickens. Even with the price increases, eggs remain relatively affordable compared to other proteins like chicken and beef. Well, you may be able to afford eggs if you hit the Mega Millions jackpot this Friday. It's now grown to an estimated $1.35 billion. That's with a B. After there was no winner of the lottery's latest giant jackpot. The numbers drawn late Tuesday night were 7, 13, 14, 15, 18, and the gold mega ball, 9. Mega Millions says the prize for the next drawing Friday night, the second highest in the game's history. There's been 25 drawings over the last 3 months since the last time a player matched all 6 numbers and claimed the jackpot. The estimated $1.35 billion jackpot prize would only be distributed if the winner chooses an annuity paid out over 29 years. The cash option, the more popular option, if you will, for Friday night's drawing, ready? An estimated $707.9 million. Might have to go get myself a Mega Millions ticket. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Row at Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation, The Important Meeting.
Hello, Jenkins here.
Mr. Jenkins, this is Phil Johnson.
Phil, glad you called.
Good morning. I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. I'm sick.
You what?
I'm sorry. I just can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
No, Johnson, listen. I got a phone call last night.
Yeah?
I talked to the client.
Uh-huh.
Today's the big presentation.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's going to be big.
Oh, I can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
Johnson, this is the big presentation. Besides that, frankly, you don't sound sick to me.
Oh, yeah? I'm sleeping with my dad. Is that sick enough for you?
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Got a grand in your hand, as Chip would say.
All right, who's got weird tea? I smell weird tea.
Me.
Yeah, there is a. Oh.
I have a peppermint, spearmint, something tea. My stomach is really upset.
Oh, I hope that helps.
Been upset for a week. And
I don't
know what's
blame you.
going
Well,
on.
you've been listening to us.
Maybe
we tend to cause nausea.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We could cause nausea. There's Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. There's
Hello.
Josh Arnold.
Hi, chick.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Do we need one of those announcements that listening to the show could cause seizures? What is it?
Cause nausea.
Disclaimer, yeah.
Those disclaimers.
There's
now.
one of those that your perineum could become irritated and swollen or something. I just saw that this morning. And then they explain what the perineum is.
Yeah, in small print.
In
down
small
there.
print.
It's the area.
On a TV show?
Yeah.
A commercial, yeah.
Yeah, a commercial on a TV show. Yeah.
It says the perineum is the area between your anus and genitals. That's
right.
exactly what it says.
Really? All
They
right.
don't use the technical term your taint?
No, or my favorite, the licking spot. That's right. You're gonna date me, ladies. Better learn.
Now, can they read the
rules
tattoo?
over there. A lot of rules.
Do you hand him a flashlight so they can read the tattoo? It's dark down there, typically. There's Allie Breen joining us from LaGuardia Airport.
Oh, authorities have not arrived yet. That's exciting.
And,
okay.
Allie Breen is, of course, she is the proprietress, is that a word, of a show we call Sexy Time.
Yes.
And we've been reading some of those letters. Let's get to some more. Allie, what have you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend likes to kiss deep and he has a huge tongue. So when he ends each kiss, my teeth kind of scrape his tongue and I feel like I'm scraping all the white stuff off it.
He uses you as a tongue cleaner.
It grosses me out and it almost makes me gag. I don't know how to make him stop without hurting his feelings. What do I do?
Open
How's
wider.
your stomach now, Christy?
Oh, yeah. My stomach hurt before. Now it's like, oh.
You should gag in his mouth and he'll figure it out. Like, get
Boy, this is boy, oh boy.
So wait a minute.
Oh,
so
God.
his tongue is
I've
so
never
long.
heard of such a thing.
Or it's a fat
Thick,
tongue.
I
Fat.
think. Like
Thick.
big. Yeah, fat.
Not necessarily long. Yeah.
Couldn't she just open wider and
Couldn't
And
she
not
just-
have her teeth touch it?
Well, I have a small mouth. Some people can't help their palate.
But
So
you end
maybe-
up closing your mouth when you. I guess if she keeps it wide open at the end of the
She's got to
kiss.
come out like,
Yeah, that's what you do have to do.
Man, you need to talk to him about this. That could be a deal.
Our guest correspondent today, Ace.
She doesn't want to hurt his feelings, but communication is the most important thing in a relationship.
Ace is right. Ace is absolutely
No, that's a boring answer.
that's what Josh answer.
No, it's true.
Very good answer, Ace.
Is the whiteness of his tongue the issue? Is his tongue just being dirty the issue? If his tongue was clean, would this be okay?
Well, she may not even. You never know when a tongue is clean. Did you know that your tongue is essentially just rotting the whole time? It's just a rotting piece of meat.
What?
Yeah, it's essentially just rotting in your mouth. So that's.
Thank you. That's very helpful.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So yeah, you need to. Whatever's in her head, she feels like she's scraping whatever is on his tongue off.
ask for
Right,
less tongue
exactly.
towards the
Yeah.
end. Like, hey, less tongue, please.
Yeah.
Or just the tip. I don't know.
Just the tip. If you do that, something different will happen.
No, not to sound like a guy announcing a college football game, but this is something you just can't teach. And I think that he's got to find the right kisser for him. You're not going to be able to change this.
You don't think they can figure this out?
I think every person is born. You can change it a little bit of nurture maybe, but how you kiss is how you kiss.
Hey, what if she did this? Now, this doesn't totally take care of the cleanliness thing or whatever. But what if you bit his tongue at the end of every kiss?
Oh.
Made it uncomfortable for him, and then he stopped.
That's a ridiculously stupid idea.
You think so?
Yes.
There's no wiggle room here. There's no ground for...
No.
Allie will get another
That's even
letter about
grosser,
a
though.
tongue biter
You think
thing.
so? Biting into a tongue?
Biting his tongue.
Yeah.
It'll teach him.
I think
Then
it'll...
you'd scrape it even deeper, or you'd like get blood, which is disgusting.
Well, you enjoy what you enjoy. I'll enjoy what I enjoy.
All right. Let's move on.
I think Willie's right, though. I think you are, because bad kissers can't really be taught. I think this guy's just a bad kisser, probably. I mean,
I think bad kissing could be taught. I was real bad until my mom showed me.
Your mom
like.
showed me.
She's such a giving woman.
Isn't
That's
she?
so
Yeah.
nice. Yes. God.
Allie, let's get to our next letter, please.
ooh, this one's even. All right. Dear Allie, I got into a huge fight with my new girlfriend who has shown some signs of being crazy. This fight was over me. This fight was over me liking some people's Instagrams that she was unhappy about, and she got so mad she pulled down her pants and peed on the floor.
I'll take this one.
Okay, wait a minute.
I'll take this one. Get out.
Wait, it goes on.
It gets
Craziest
better.
part was we were in her apartment. She peed on her own floor. How do we recover from this?
You don't. Get the hell out now.
Okay, wait,
that wasn't on our dating deal breaker list. I can't believe peeing on your floor.
She marked her
You guys,
spot.
he's writing a letter. He's thinking about this. She has to be so hot.
The fact that he hasn't bailed immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still into. I need some help with this.
Right. I don't want to walk away. Have you seen her? I'm having trouble just
Well, maybe write it out till the next place, like Thanksgiving.
She pissed on my footstool, but still, have you seen her?
Wow.
Good God.
Yes, you can't take her to your parents' house anytime soon, but
That's
or just
come on.
don't disagree with her. That's all.
I wonder what her other signs of crazy are. I would.
Insanely jealous
Take her to the
and
dog
pees on her
park
own
next time you have
floor.
to fight.
Yeah.
Also, but
I have a question. Sorry to interrupt, Willie. Vinyl or a wall-to-wall carpeting or tile or wood?
Yeah, I wonder what kind of floor she has.
Oh,
you're just mad because someone is
could not be
disrespecting
carpet.
hardwoods.
Yeah.
That is.
2 words: puppy pads.
That's an interesting solution. Just whip
just
one out
picturing
there.
someone
when she-
angrily pee is pretty amazing. That's a strange.
You would be really concerned.
I've never heard of that out of a human being.
Me either.
I think it's great. God, if I were a psychiatrist, it'd be this. At least we got something cool coming up this afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, when El Crazo comes in,
I wonder what
hear what the
triggers
latest move is. You don't hear
I
about
can't
this
believe-
every day.
I can't believe guys don't do that because guys could do it in anger. Like you could point it like a gun at someone if you were
you sure
mad
could.
and pee all over them.
Well, how far this woman though? She's not that far from defecating and wiping it on the wall. I mean,
yeah.
What's the difference?
Usually about 40, 50 years.
Yeah. Well, crapping in her hand and chimping it right at you. Ace, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm with Willie. She's got to be insanely hot, but jealous, peeing, run away.
Okay.
Don't you kind of want to try it, though, in your next fight and just see what happens?
No.
Yes, I do kind of want you to try it in your next fight and report back what happens.
But again, on how hot she is, he didn't say she's nuts. He said she's showing signs of being crazy.
He's being nice. I
And
thought
one
he
more
was
thing,
rude.
rookie move on the Instagram. Like, dude, what is your problem? Don't like butt models on Instagram. You can't do that. You got to know that rule.
There's a butt model area on Instagram?
Are you not on horny Instagram yet?
I'm not on horny Instagram.
My feed is getting so horny, it's insane. I got to delete the app.
Burn it down.
Allie Breen is our guest. If you want to reach Allie with your love trouble, and I hope they're as great as this last one.
Man.
That is amazing.
It's ALLIBREEN. We were talking about, just yesterday, I think it was, about people who get intoxicated. And we had a news story about a guy flying from JFK to Mumbai or something.
No, New Delhi, but
New
you're
Delhi,
close,
and he peed all over one of his fellow passengers while drunk.
Oh God!
And we were talking about there are certain people who they'll wake in the middle of the night, open up a drawer and pee in the drawer, that sort of thing.
Closet, bathroom.
But this
Not
sounds like
bathroom, not in the toilet.
sober and done deliberately is some kind of
Sober and angry.
some kind of weird punishment.
I mean, and quite honestly, I hope. I mean, she does need to get some help here.
Psychological help.
Yeah, I mean that behavior is not. Something's off.
Although I think that might be a pretty good act at a strip club. I think that might draw a certain crowd.
Yeah, there's certainly.
Oh yeah.
Fans of that.
There are people that would think that was super sexy.
Remember,
She should start an OnlyFans.
remember a
That would
woman,
probably
a
fly.
lead singer of some band, did this, and the
Yes,
fan,
she
a
sued.
fan hopped up there
Oh, yeah.
and was like begging for her to do this.
Oh, I
it was
thought-
only a year or so ago.
Yes, I do remember that.
I thought they sued or something.
No, the guy he went up to on stage,
Yeah.
Begged for it.
and lied down right there. And
Yeah.
And it was like a horse stream. I watched the video. It was
really something. Yeah,
disturbing.
it could have
was-
power washed lines off
Yeah.
the highway.
I think Christy may have just nailed it. This is an OnlyFans gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy should just
Absolutely.
become her agent.
Yeah. Make her mad every now and again if she wants some money.
Okay, we have time for one more letter. Allie Breen is our guest with Sexy Time. What do you got?
Dear Allie, the guy I'm dating is still best friends with his ex-girlfriend, and She just started dating one of his friends, and he's livid. He's so upset that it makes me think he's not over her. Should I be worried about this?
Well, I'd honestly like to know who he's upset with. If he's because there is what is that?
Bro code.
That ridiculous alleged sitcom that came up with the bro code or whatever.
What?
What?
How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, How I Met Your Mother. Yeah,
Absolutely love it. Wonderful.
That started the bro code?
That's the first time I heard people talk about it.
It's been around forever.
Okay. So, well, my bad.
He made a book of bro rules.
I would imagine that was one of them. He might be mad at his buddy going, hey, man, go find your own girl.
Yeah, it might be weird.
Is that kind of like possessive though? Like what if they just weren't good together and this guy just happens to be in her life and they are good together?
I know, yeah. You and I would, I think, handle this differently. But he may be more upset about him, is what I'm saying, than he is about her.
Or he's not over her, and yes, you should be worried.
Maybe he wants his best buddy to become his gay lover. I don't know this. If it's anything to do with that stupid TV show, one of the worst sitcoms of all time.
It is. And
they had a clearly gay guy playing this heterosexual Lothario.
And you know what? He pulled it off. It was very believable.
No, he didn't pull it off.
Wonderful.
2 minutes in,
I was
10-year-old goes,
the lack of punchlines.
Well, kind of nuanced casting there. Glad you got that out there.
Targeting women.
Sexing.
Okay.
18.
If you'd like to reach Allie, it's ALLIBREEN. Allie Breen, tell us your love troubles. Good luck getting down to Florida today, Allie.
I think you'll be fine. You'll just be delayed.
Thanks so much, guys. Oh, and also I'll be on Kennedy tomorrow if anyone's watching.
Terrific.
So you can check me out there too.
So you got to fly right back tomorrow morning?
Yeah. Yeah, so if any of these flights work, I'll be on Kennedy. We'll see about that.
All right.
I thought you were at LaGuardia.
Oh,
I am, but I'm
nice Pat.
That was funny.
Got
That
it.
was funny. We had to do a little arithmetic. No laugh. But it was, I know, it's one of those things.
That's right, yeah.
You know, airline jokes go right over our head. Airport jokes.
Okay, we'll see you, Allie. Thank you. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by, sponsored by, BetterHelp. BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you do great things. We'd like you to be at your best, and that's where BetterHelp comes in. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you. And BetterHelp is a new idea that has already connected 3 million people with licensed therapists. Convenient, secure, accessible anywhere because it's 100% online. So you get the benefits of in-person therapy, and it's more convenient, more flexible, and certainly more affordable. And as I said, entirely online. BetterHelp is a great option. How does it work? You fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched up with a licensed therapist. And if, by the way, if you have to switch therapists, not a problem. Anytime, no additional charge. And you can do this on camera, off camera, just audio, or maybe even texting back and forth, whatever works for you. BetterHelp is designed to be especially convenient and affordable. If you want to live a more empowered life, check out BetterHelp. Therapy through BetterHelp can help you get that better self going. The Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. You can visit him today, by the way, at betterhelp.com/BT Show. The BT Show gets you an additional 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/BT Show. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, cows, bison, yaks, all in the same world we live in. Do you know the difference between a yak and a bison? It's tricky. It's tricky. Well,
Longer hair, maybe?
The police had to figure it out. We'll find out why coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
What do you order at Starbucks?
What's the new thing?
Come
on.
Something new?
Oh, Bob.
You know, with my overt masculinity, I can pull off anything.
What are you ordering these?
I have
something frou-frou?
No, not foo-foo at all. It's very simple. It's called a misto.
A misto.
Misto.
I want a
Misto,
misto.
Grease. Misto, horny. Misto, Greasewald, your Greek is ready.
What's a misto?
It's just
coffee with
steamed milk.
Isn't that
Isn't that a latte?
A latte or a cappuccino?
I don't know what.
Intellectually, you have to be with all of us when we're frustrated with you because you used to stand behind a person at Starbucks and when you would make fun of them endlessly when they go, "I want coffee extra hot," and now you can't have your coffee unless the milk is steamed. You see why?
No, because when you put the cream in it, it cools the coffee too much.
What if it's? Oh, my God.
So you're adding cream already? You're adding more cream?
He's adding
No. It's it's skim milk. You can get steamed skim milk. So
I don't understand the difference between a cappuccino, a latte, a misto. It's all steamed milk. They all add it to coffee.
Why don't you tell me the difference between a taco and a burrito and all the
Hard shell,
crap?
soft shell.
It's all the same
you know,
thing. It's all the same thing. With no, it's see. There's subtle distinctions. See, Christy, that's me. I'm all about subtlety.
What do you say?
I'd like a non-fat misto, please.
A non-fat meat. Well, you got to say a size. Do you say that first or
venti,
last?
grande, tall. What do you got?
Probably the
Do you
big
say,
one.
do you say a first or last?
First.
First.
I always do the large. If I'm ordering for my wife at Starbucks, I'll have a large coffee with that creamy stuff you put in there.
So
you
you're
mean
not
a
going
latte?
So you're not going to
grande? No, I
you're
want
not going to
large.
pretend you know the language.
No, because I don't know the language.
But I mean, if it's golf, would you say I want an iron, or would you say, well, I don't want to use one of the wooden ones. Give me one of the metal sticks. Oh yeah, I got you, Bob.
What are you talking about? You know what bugs me at
You know
Starbucks?
what's sad? I actually
say
kind of
metal
got that
stick?
analogy.
Did he say metal stick?
Metal stick.
I'm going to go over there and beat the crap out of him right now.
I got your back, brother.
You got to answer the phone.
I didn't see anything.
This is Larry King. Hang up the phone.
You let that phone ring.
As far as I know, he fell down a lot. That's all. That's what I'm telling
He
people.
was pushed down a lot.
Bob and Tom.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and
A
Tom.
man in Louisville, Kentucky has gone viral after creating a so-called Bean Club.
The Bean Club of Louisville?
Yes, he made a post in Louisville that read, quote, "Is anyone interested in meeting up at the walking bridge and eating some beans with me?"
No, we're not, you fart freak.
Bean Club meets at 7 p.m. I'll try and bring enough beans to share.
Oh, Bean Club.
Bean there or Bean Square.
I
was
Well, at least he's got a sense of humor.
That's funnier than any Ace Cosby joke. What are you talking about?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Hi, I'm Harry Kalanick Jr. for the new high-fiber breakfast cereal, Sphincter Blast. One 10-ounce serving contains more fiber than a log of New England birch firewood. Sphincter Blast. Some cereals shoot for the moon. We shoot for Uranus. Just say to your grocer, snap, crackle, plop. Tell him Harry Kalanick Jr. sent you and watch for my BMTV special. Harry Kalanick Jr. Unplugged. Sphincter Blast in the big brown tapered package. That's, of course, so the box won't slam shut. It may sound corny, but Sphincter Blast is hip, cool, and it's solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Got a guitar in his hand. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom.
A lot of publicity right now for a book called Spare.
Ugh.
A bowling book?
We're not going to talk about that, are we?
Tire book?
It's Prince Harry.
Oh.
The hirsute prince.
Haven't had enough of that.
Why do we have to hear about that?
Because we have a request for something somewhat in that realm.
Oh, okay.
And that, of course, is this piece about the King of England.
I've decided I'm the only guy in the world that likes the hell out of Prince Charles.
Oh, really?
I want to drink a Budweiser with Prince Charles.
You think Prince Charles drinks Budweiser?
If he hangs out with me, he's going to.
Yeah.
Well, then he won't do either.
And I'm positive that Pat Carlini and Christy both despise Prince Charles.
Oh,
despise him.
He's a little strange, but no.
He's kind of a geek.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he's got big ears and he can't dance well. But the man's going to be the King of England. He's going out with his old college girlfriend, Camilla Parker Down Bowles, the ugliest woman in England. So apparently he can see past outside beauty into inner beauty, which makes him one of them Oprah Winfrey sensitive types.
Yeah.
Right.
He could be sleeping with every woman in England.
That's true.
He's going to be the king of damn England. If I was king of England, I'd be sleeping with every woman in England. I'd be knocking on the door. Fred, go to Home Depot for about an hour. King of England. Good to see you. How you doing? Doug, bring your wife over in a bathing suit. Go with him. Bring me back some pliers. King of England. How you doing? Good to see you. What's the fun of being king of England if you can't sleep with every woman in England?
Oh, God.
King David in the Bible did that. You remember that? His big sin? He's up on the palace wall. He looks over and sees Bathsheba, the new girl next door, taking a bath on the roof. Boy, look at the breast on her. Well, it turns out her husband's a captain in your army. Well, screw him. Send him to the front. Prince Charles can ride a horse without falling off. He can ski down a hill without wrapping himself around a pine tree somewhere. Takes care of his kids. Looks good in a kilt.
Yeah.
And he's got to take crap off his brother-in-law in front of 5 billion people at one time at the funeral and keep a straight face. You know good and well he wanted to reach over and bitch slap that brother-in-law. We hope that the children will be raised the way that Diana wants them raised, as opposed to the way that Charles. I said, hey, 400 years ago, your nuts would be a door knocker on the Tower of London. How about you head back to South Africa and run around on your wife some more? Sell trinkets at the gravesite. Get the gay guy back up there and play piano some more. I'm going to impale both of you.
King England.
King England. I've heard Candle in the Wind that makes my butt hurt. King England. Good to see you.
The great Tim Wilson and his tribute to the King of England. Currently, Harry and his wife.
Meghan.
Netflix special with sad music.
You know, getting their point of view out there.
We were on the private jet and the Perrier water was flat. Okay.
Sounds like a problem.
Yeah, okay, good.
Willie, would you ever read a book written by a prince?
Buddy, only prince I want to read about is the Half-Blood Prince. Know what I'm talking about? Harry Potter, okay?
Fair enough.
Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What have we missed?
Miss Siobhan Terrell is an art expert at Dawson's Auctioneers in London. Last year, she was combing through the residence of a 90-year-old woman when she made her way into the bedroom. Hanging above the bed was a stunning painting of the Madonna and Child.
Oh.
Miss Terrell, who has over 25 years of experience in her field, guessed that it dated to around the 16th century. By golly, she was right. Now titled The Depiction of the Madonna and Child, artwork sold at Dawson's last year for roughly $320,000.
Wow. How about that?
Nice, but she's 90.
Madonna?
No, the lady who owned the painting.
She looks 90.
So, it's not exactly party time.
You know how much hard candy that can buy?
Oh,
great time.
Yeah, I guess you could have a good time with the money. But
have you ever thought of, as a way to relax, Tom, doing a paint-by-number
Those are big.
Yeah, paint by numbers.
Paint by numbers. They had them at Costco the other day.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of time, but
No, you wouldn't want to do that just to relax and...
Yeah, I wonder if I've been to Josh's house. I was kind of wondering if that painting you have in your bedroom would be worth something, Josh. You know, the one with the dog reading the newspaper.
It is, in fact.
15th century.
right.
The newspaper's in Latin. And that could be be worth something.
It could be.
Yeah, I bet the kids will come visit Grandma now, by the way.
Oh, look who's calling now.
Yeah, all of a sudden, everyone wants to be around Mama. So that she's got all the cash.
What do you mean this gift you gave me are called stair roller skates?
A celery stalk helped a New Hampshire man find his wife's wedding rings in a 20-ton trash trailer. Kevin Butler accidentally tossed his wife's rings into the trash, not knowing she had cleaned them and wrapped them in a napkin to dry.
We'll see, right there.
Oh, you're blaming the victim.
Yeah. If you're going to do that,
it's her fault.
You don't leave them on the kitchen counter in a dirty napkin.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I was cleaning up the kitchen. I didn't realize you'd put your what?
He had taken the trash.
Do you have to clean rings?
Yes.
Can't you just put it right back on after you clean it?
Well, if you want your finger to turn green.
Well, it's a crappy ring.
I guess you could dry it with a towel. I don't know why she didn't have them on.
I guess you're right, Tom.
It's her fault.
Said no one ever. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Mr. Butler had taken the trash to a transfer station in Windham, New Hampshire, only to return several hours later after realizing the mistake. He asked for help finding the rings amid the piles of garbage.
Help.
Adding that the bag in question also contained celery stalks.
Of course it did.
Well, you find the celery, you find the ring.
Good old American. I'm not going to eat these vegetables.
Dennis Sinibaldi, the transfer station supervisor, and his crew used an excavator.
If my name was Sinibaldi, I'd open up a Cinnabon. Yep. Sinibaldi, Cinnabons, come on out.
They scooped up trash from the trailer until they spotted a white bag with a celery stalk sticking out the side.
I think we're tuning this in. From the trash from the trailer? Is that what you said?
The trailer from the trailer at the transfer station.
Oh,
They're not in a
that
trailer.
they lived in a trailer. Okay.
No.
Okay.
They sifted through the refuse, and there at the bottom was the napkin containing the 2 rings.
Oh, thank goodness.
By the way, Mr. Butler bought the staff pizza as a thank you.
Well, isn't that nice?
He didn't give him celery. That wouldn't be much of a... Well, fellas, got some celery. Any peanut butter? That's sort of celery's greatest moment, when they discovered you could fill that trough with peanut butter and make it taste like something.
Well, that aspect of the story makes sense. Because don't they say you should spend 3 months salary on a ring?
Word play.
Ace is clapping.
Yeah,
The subject was roses.
Double bravo.
We'll call back. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. Christy?
Several bison that were said to be on the loose in Indiana turned out to be a herd of yaks.
Of course I heard of yaks.
Firefighters, police officers, and Hamilton County Sheriff's deputies responded to reports of bison roaming around near a roadway. Officials later clarified that the animals were yaks.
Actually.
Boy.
The Noblesville Police Department said animal identification was not covered at the academy, and yaks were safely corralled and returned to their owner's property.
Who has yaks near the freeway?
Where will you keep them?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they must live near the freeway. It doesn't say
The
freeway.
yak shack?
Yak shack.
Here's the
It's out
video.
back.
Jason Yaks with the sax.
The man is playing this song while chasing me.
This is Yakety Sax.
It doesn't say they were near the freeway. It just says a roadway, so it could be in the country.
Freeway. I've been to Hamilton County. All I know is those yaks got confused because they got to a roundabout.
Yeah, domestic yaks do. I could see where you would think that might be a buffalo.
They look exactly the same.
Wait, so what's
I think the horns might be a little bigger and their hair's a little
very
longer.
similar looking. And apparently, I Googled this because I couldn't figure out the difference.
Yeah.
You know how you can find out the difference between a bison and a yak?
How?
You yell out yakety, and if it talks back, it's a yak.
Yakety yak?
Don't talk back.
Well, no, but it wouldn't talk back because...
Okay, if it don't talk back, it's a bison.
Right. Yes. And if it does talk... Wait a minute.
What?
Have we fixed it?
No.
I'm still very confused.
Apparently, yak meat is absolutely delicious. Not gamey at all. So I wonder if these yaks are being raised to be eaten. I wonder if we can get
Probably. I bet the person could
should we
probably
get
hold
Ms.
of us.
Hooker on this? See if we can have yak meat. Yak meat.
I eat it all the time.
This says that yak.
I go to that restaurant that serves those burgers, you know, the big yak.
Yak and Gack?
I need help.
Oh, instead of the Big Mac.
That's right.
Oh, the Big Mac. Oh, I
Big
didn't.
Yak.
Big Yak.
Yeah,
I can leave.
C minus.
If you guys C minus.
You had a really good one there for a second, and then you came up with the yak.
Oh, I'll follow up a home run with a strikeout. That's my MO, baby.
So,
America loves the long ball. We all know it.
I mean, would you have thought that yak meat was delicious?
I've never thought about yaks.
Bison is.
I would guess that it would be delicious, yes.
Because
Anything in the shape of a cow.
bison is delicious.
I feel funny about eating horse and dog. I think I could eat a yak. That'd be all right.
Okay, very good,
Yeah.
very good. We'll have to find out where these yaks are and if they're available.
Chicken
for
would be
slaughter.
okay. I don't know about grouse. Look at the grouse. I don't know. I don't know if I want to eat a grouse.
Okay.
Oh. A herd of fugitive cows in Quebec have been captured after spending several months on the lamb.
Can we say Quebec?
It's not
please?
Quebec.
Yes,
Quebec.
it is. It's Paris. It's not Paris.
You know, that's a good point.
Can't we just say Quebec instead of
I think
Quebec?
the anglicized correct
Can you
version
say
is
kiss my
Quebec.
Oh, no.
Kiss my ass.
No, it's quiz my ass. Thank you, Josh.
It's Quebec. Quebec. The CBC reports the herd of over 20 dairy cows had been on the run since July when they were frightened away from their farm by a summer thunderstorm. In the months that
There they
followed.
go. Go cows. Go. Was it cows?
Go cows. Go
Those
cows.
regular
Go
cows, not even yaks.
Dairy cows, Tom, not just regular cows. They're dairy cows.
Doesn't someone have to milk them?
They're probably quite uncomfortable if they've just been, well,
until they get hit by cars, probably, and then
In the months that followed, the bovines have been grazing wherever they pleased, wreaking havoc on farmers' fields nearby. That
They've
would
been
be
grazing in the
reeking
grass?
havoc.
Is it? Go ahead. Answer.
Did you
is
say if
grazing
they've
in the
been
grass.
grazing in the grass?
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
Can you dig it?
oh, it is a gas.
No, that's a different song.
And is
No,
it reeking?
grazing in the grass is a gas, baby. Can you dig it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Jumping Jack Flash as a gas. Okay, well, she can dig it.
Yeah,
can
last
dig
month,
it.
the local union for agricultural producers embarked on an effort to capture these cows. They'd had enough. So far, they've recovered them and 2 calves that were born during the cows' time on the loose. So it was a party.
How hard can it be?
I've never felt more alive.
I don't know.
Had to give birth by herself? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Cows give birth by themselves all the
I
time.
think don't farmers have to put a hand in there sometime to help?
No.
They will assist at times, yeah.
Sometimes, but very rarely they have to do that.
Are there any cows in nature that aren't owned by anybody? They're just roaming free?
Wild cows like wild horses?
Yeah.
Wild
Oh,
horses.
there's that great
Wild cow. You don't
that-
hear
that
anybody
Mike-
singing about them.
What is it? Michael Murphy, that great song.
Wildfire.
That's wildfire. And that's a horse, not a cow. That would be nearly as romantic.
She was calling.
She was out riding that cow.
And it was frozen. And then the cow fell off the cliff, so it was frozen ground beef.
Oh, and ice cream.
How could it be so hard to capture cows? I don't know.
Just need some cowboys out there.
That's right.
Stampedes.
The capture of the cows comes after a failed mission, though, in October involving 8 cowboys. Chick.
Well, boy,
They lost 7.
we failed. I want you to go home tonight and look in the mirror.
Not all of us are going to make it, gentlemen.
Look to your left and look to your right. One of you is not coming
be why you don't see a lot of French-Canadian cowboy movies if they can't
No,
capture
you
8
don't.
cows. Come on.
Well, they really handed us
One
our hat.
American cowboy is going to round up these cows.
I watch Yellowstone. Hell yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, you watch Yellowstone.
How'd the lamb do?
I had no clue you were watching that show.
How the lamb
talk
do?
about
They
it
were
every
on the
commercial
lamb LAM, not on a lamb.
Oh, I thought they were just confused.
Have you guys seen the latest Yellowstone?
Oh, Jesus.
Isn't Beth the greatest? I love Beth.
Yeah, Beth is good. Kevin
So
Costner
good.
won the Golden Globe last night.
He did for
yay,
Best Actor
good.
in a Dramatic
Was
Series.
this her Yellowstone?
They all go camping.
Okay.
That's right, they camp.
They camp.
They do camp
Coming
a
up,
lot.
They'll go camp.
We have something important for you in terms of the world of history.
Your
But,
mom.
right now, it's time to talk about our buddy Steven Singer. Not many people know
let's
this.
talk about diamonds.
Steven, let's talk diamonds, right, Christy? Steven
Yes.
Singer started out as a wholesaler of diamonds and jewelry, but he didn't like what was going on with the stores. So he wanted to start his own, so he did. He thought that the jewelers were focusing on the wrong thing. The jewelry business is about playing pricing games to make an extra buck. Nope, and that's not what he felt. So he wanted to do it himself, and he's doing a better thing and a better job. You heard me right. He is in the love business, ladies and gentlemen. Steven Singer Jewelers is the love store at IHateStevenSinger.com. It's the place to buy real diamond jewelry for your real love. Steven's been in the love business for over 4 decades. He knows what's going on. No gotchas, no sales, no weird hassles, just easy and fun. The smartest way to buy jewelry. Find out the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. You can call, you can chat, you can text, you can Zoom. Visit the showroom or online at IHateStevenSinger.com. Valentine's Day just around the corner. Get a head start on it right now. IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, we be educating you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Let's get back to the chinchilla. We sent members of our staff plus Donnie Baker to your garage.
She is
My mistake.
so traumatized right now. She's not come out of her little house in
No doubt.
the whole
The
day.
chinchilla.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that's because she met Donnie Baker.
Yes.
True. Her ears are as big as Frisbees.
They are
Yeah.
very big.
I know.
I can't get over how
They're
horribly...
native of South America, and they use those to, and they're nocturnal, so they
Must be a lot of listening
they,
going on
they
in
do a
South
lot of
America.
listening at
The
night
size of those
because you
ears.
can't
do.
see very well.
And they respond, of course, with their brain by going, duh. Damn, a chinchilla.
Oh, wow, it's that great
Wow.
big thing right there.
That looks like a really nice fur coat that lady's got on. I wonder what that's made of. Duh. Well, I'm gonna rest for a while so I can poop again. Duh.
I can tell you.
I'm not like a dog. I can't play frisbee or catch. I just sit here going, duh. I'm kind of like something in a frame, like a picture, except I just go, duh, and then I poop.
Except you have to feed me and I poop.
I'm like a picture you have to feed. Duh.
I can tell you what, they don't come when you call them. That's for damn sure.
I will.
What?
I'll come if you call me.
Released their debut album on this date in history, January 11th. Oh, maybe I should have waited. Tom and Griswold will be along with history on this date of January 11th. And we will also have the things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show coming up next with Mr. Chick McGee reading all those things that we learned throughout the day, because every day we learn a lot, including today, January 11th. So we'll find out a little bit of history and things we learned. We're not done with you knuckleheads yet. Stick around. More coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Jimmy Butler's three-point play with 12.9 seconds left capped an NBA record performance by the Miami Heat and gave them a 112-111 victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder on Tuesday night. Butler's free throw made the Heat 40 for 40 from the foul line, breaking the 39 for 39 mark by Utah against Portland back on December 7th, 1982. Jimmy Butler, 23 for 23 from the free throw line, tying the second most makes without a miss in NBA history. Butler had 35 points for Miami, which had used only 8 players and was down to 7 when Dwayne Dedmon was ejected in the second quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 26 points for the Thunder. Josh Giddey had a triple-double, 18 points, 15 boards, and 10 assists. A person familiar with the negotiation says Carlos Correa has agreed to a $200 million 6-year contract that keeps him with the Minnesota Twins after failing to complete deals with the New York Mets and San Francisco Giants. The deal for the All-Star shortstop subject to a successful physical. That's sort of been the hiccup in the other deals. Correa signed December 13th to a $350 million 13-year contract with the Giants, who called off a news conference a week later over concerns with a right ankle injury. Then Correa agreed that night to a $315 million 12-year deal with the Mets, who also had concerns about that same ankle. The agreement with the Twins could be worth $270 million over 10 seasons if Correa remains healthy, again questioning that ankle. So there you have it. That's a look at your quick sports update. Philadelphia wins in the NBA, as well as Toronto, Miami, as we told you, Utah, Orlando, Phoenix, and the L.A. Clippers in the National Hockey League. Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, Seattle, New Jersey, Detroit, San Jose, and Florida win in regulation. The Rangers, Dallas, and St. Louis all win in shootouts and overtime. And that is your sports update. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hi, I'm Bert.
And I'm Ellie.
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Bert and Ellie's Muffin.
The Bert and Ellie muffin is delicious. But don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man. Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Bert and Ellie's muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Bert and Ellie's muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good. This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Bert and Ellie's muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Bert and Ellie's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this thing.
Eat all you want, Eddie. We'll make more.
Bert and Ellie's Muffin. Come by and shove one in your face today. Hey, we'll leave the stereo on for you, and we'll turn it up real loud so you can hear it.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up.
With Brett Michaels and company coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, chick.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
I'm trying to find out about this yak thing.
Oh, yeah? What are you looking into?
Well, these yaks were on the loose, and the police and fire department had to grab them. And I'm kind of wondering if they were being raised for food.
Listen to this. Hey, idiots and Ace. We raise a handful of yak up here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Side by side, yak are considerably smaller than bison.
I see.
Both are incredibly healthy, but yak meat, far more nutritious. Dark red meat, almost purple. And send us a link for high-quality meat.
Okay.
Yeah, it says that it's not just incredibly nutritious, but delicious and not gamey.
I bet it's great.
That's the and I didn't realize that there was the fast food place, Yak in the Box.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's very, very tasty.
Okay. So Big Yak, no. Yak in the Box, yes.
He had to one up you with that one.
I just needed to know the rules.
Well, Yak in the Box. I don't know. It's funny.
Oh yeah, no. Big Yak.
Big
not,
Yak.
Not funny.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. We get this from Mr. D. Writes, my sister would always say she was This is weird. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
My sister would always say she was so hungry she could eat the balls off a running yak.
Wow.
Random.
Yikes.
Thank you, Dale.
They have a lot of hair down there, so they have to be hairy and
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why, but I think a yak have, and bison have like a goatee and everything.
Sure,
Yes, I
they
definitely
are
think
really-
the beard when I think yak.
The big horns and the yak. I want to try this yak meat.
All right,
reading
we'll get it done.
reading about it, apparently it's delicious.
Well, Jim writes in and says, we were in China several years ago, and one evening at a restaurant, one of the specials was yak penis.
No.
With mushrooms. One of the many delicacies, he says.
I couldn't do that. I hate mushrooms.
No. Not Rocky Mountain oysters, not penis. No, I'm sorry. I can't. I won't do it.
I bet the yak is delicious. Now, we have to move on here. We have a few things we have to get to in the world of history.
That was my cue, everybody. He doesn't like it until he looks at me and nods his head. And I'm like, time now for today in history.
Slow in the take. Here's
You
a
made
good
me
one.
laugh very hard twice today.
1908.
Yeah, 1908. Yeah, mark down from 10. Yeah, go ahead.
Theodore Roosevelt made the Grand Canyon a national monument.
Ah.
His original idea, of course, was to make it a skate park.
Oh.
Was that it?
That would have been great.
How many men did it take to dig that thing?
Yeah.
Do they know?
Remember the great scene in the movie Vacation where they're at the Grand Canyon and they're just kind of dine and dash at a hotel? And she says something like, don't you want to look at the Grand Canyon? And Chevy Chase takes a quick look. Okay, let's go. That's enough. Let's see. 1935, the first flight of its kind, Amelia Earhart flew from Hawaii to California.
Wow.
Oh, shame to leave Hawaii behind. Beautiful spot.
There was Noonan with her?
I don't know. In 1949, the first recorded snowfall in Los Angeles.
What year?
49.
Oh. So weather things like that have been happening for quite some time then. Interesting. Interesting.
Have fun, buddy.
2007, J.K. Rowling finishes the 7th and last of the Harry Potter books.
The hell, ain't got enough trouble? What the fuck?
Who's got trouble there, Chickster?
Nothing. Not a thing.
Let's see. Happy birthday, Alexander Hamilton.
Oh.
I was just happy birthday.
Oh.
Get it. Yeah, burr.
Remember, Alexander Hamilton was a white man, in spite of what everyone wants you to think.
He came from the Caribbean.
He's still hammering home.
That's right. It's a conspiracy out there.
The casting bothering you of that great show?
It'd be cooler if he wasn't.
I think he's remembered as a great economist, linguist, and rapper, of course. Let's see. Happy birthday, Mary Kay Blige.
Mary J. Blige, right?
What did I say?
Mary
Sorry,
Kay.
Mary Kay is a Mary J. Blige.
Mary Kay Blige.
Cosmetics?
Yes, and her Irish cousin, Mary Oblige.
Very funny.
She always feels like she has to do things.
So obligated to do everything. That's enough of history for one day. Time now to review what we've learned on today's show. But before we do that, congratulations to Robert Hatton of Cincinnati, the last winner, week 18 of our Big Green Egg Mini-Max competition. He's Robert Hatton. He lives in Cincinnati.
Too bad he doesn't live in Manhattan.
Well, the song's still good. He is our fourth winner from the great state of Ohio. Round in the, what is it? Round in the edges, high in the middle, or something?
Round on the end.
Round in the end.
High in the middle.
Ohio.
Aren't you from Ohio?
I was born there. I kind of forgot about that.
He's in Cleveland. It doesn't count. Time now for things we learned today on the Bob and Tom Show. Tom went to Starbucks before work this morning. He just
I was here.
Got up and left.
And then
he was here and then got up and
after about an hour, I said, I've had enough.
Consequently, Christy walking into the building had to see Tom shaving.
He was shaving as he was walking to his car.
Electric razor.
Again, I'm not living at my own house. Shaving
Tom is
shaving on the run.
Does that stuff fly as you shave, or does it go inside the razor?
It goes inside the razor, and then then you take one of these air things.
Are you going to do that? Yeah, do that.
Oh, really?
Out the razor, and then it flies all over the place. I'll do it in your office.
Josh loves a parade. Georgia having a national championship parade on Saturday. Tom is against it.
No, I'm fine. I just don't have to hear about it. A bunch of drunken people going, yay for us. Okay, good. Next.
Pat Godwin is leaving our show and going to the general store to play checkers at in Petticoat Junction. That's what he's all set. Right?
Last time I wear this shirt.
No, it's a good
Fine
shirt.
Did you
I
get him
think
that shirt?
No, that's a good call. Yeah,
Back to the black.
Don't ever wear
Back
that
to the
again.
black.
Yeah, back to the black. We talked again today about a drop kick in football and sports. Pudge Heffelfinger, I guess, big time drop kicker.
Pudge Heffelfinger sounds like a sex move.
That's called the Pudge Factor.
And give her the old Pudge Heffelfinger.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, she's not walking for a week.
On the first day.
Oh, man.
That's presumptive.
I'm not dating anybody.
And I left my ring on.
Oh, my God.
Do you think that was his given name, Pudge?
No, it's a nickname.
Oh,
Pudge.
thankful.
Pudge Rodriguez, remember him?
No.
Pudge,
A
wonderful catcher.
Pudge was Pudgy. Yeah, Pudge,
Yeah.
Yvonne Rodriguez, right? I think
Right.
was his real name, Pudge.
Oh,
Yeah, I played for the White
okay.
Sox, I think, yeah. At the CES, which Tom hates that to hold as consumer electronics where people would care, evidently there's a BMW that changes colors, and Tom is not impressed.
I mean, can't scientists work on something a little more important?
These aren't scientists.
This
It's
is-
electronics.
Yes.
This is not cures for
No, I'm
cancer.
just saying they haven't had any revelatory stuff coming out of
That's
that.
pretty
in a few
revelatory.
years.
A car that can change color. That's really something.
Pretty pointless.
I'm not saying it's for
And
me,
let's
but
see.
it's
I don't know why. Let's cure polio and
But that's not what the Consumer Electronics Show
right.
is supposed to do.
It's like yelling at us for sitting here 4 hours talking about nothing when we could be at a soup kitchen. You know what I mean?
Wait a
People
second.
spend different.
You want to work at a soup kitchen?
Some mornings I'd rather yes. At least I feel like I'd be giving to
Rather be in line at the soup kitchen.
spewing whatever nonsense spills out of my hole.
You can do that at the soup kitchen.
Yeah, you're right.
Ace asked Tom, how long did it take to get his hair cut? And then Tom said 30 minutes. And
20 minutes, I think.
20 minutes, and Ace screamed, 20, and laughed.
Just can't believe it.
Can't believe it.
And then I promised Ace maybe we should set Ace up with a spa day because Ace cuts his own hair.
Employee of the month, Ace Cosby.
How do you do that? Do you have like a couple of mirrors and
They make a nice wall.
what?
Wall
A
mirror.
WAHL clipper?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You could do your own sideburns. You just need a clipper. Just go, done.
Got to get your number, right?
Okay, all right.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Chick's rattling his keys. He'd like
Taking the
to,
keys. Let's go. Let's
like
go.
to leave.
Okay, Pudge.
Okay. Pudge is always a cool nickname. Huh?
Pudge McGee.
Pudge. I like Pudge. Well, Chick's Pudge, Chick Pudge.
Okay,
I've got too
very
many nicknames.
If you want to reach us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Tomorrow we'll be talking with he's Robert Hatton, taking on Chick in the shoeing of the week.
I'm going to eat him for lunch.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Coming up, Chick's big picks tomorrow. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom